All right, and with that, we should be live. Right away, I have the game that's going to launch here. I couldn't start in-game because I want to show you the intro video. So let's go ahead and launch, and then we'll have a chit-chat after we get the intro video here. He says confidently as things are totally going to launch and be connected correctly. There we go. Okay, good. It came unannounced. The land was overcome by an unknown darkness. The earth was suddenly covered in ice. The sun disappeared and time stopped for every living thing. Judging that humanity would be destroyed at this rate, scientists began working on a project to build an Ark, the safe place for humanity. Scientists who judged that humanity would soon face extinction created a virtual reality program, the Ark. The project was going smoothly. The last remnants of humanity gathered together, and the Ark project was a success. Project participants and scientists entered cryogenic devices. At the same time, they were able to continue life within the Ark program. However, they did not realize that the Ark is not a safe haven full of hope, but a cage that would imprison them for eternity. All right, and we are in Chrono Ark. So this is a pretty cool little game. It came out, it had a long early access, and it came out, I think, like a year ago, give or take, but I just didn't have time at the time to look at it, and I have time now. So I've been playing just a smidgen. I wanted to make sure it was going to be interesting enough. I think it definitely is. I did a full run, and I got to see a glimpse at the story, and I was like, you know what? This is cool enough that I want to play this, so we're going to do that. I am running a single mod. All the mod does is when we're in game, there was a version number in the top right corner. I don't really like when you get static UI elements like that. Old trauma from having burn-ins on monitors. So I have a mod that's going to remove this once we're in game, so we just won't have a version number. Let's go ahead and hop on in. Welcome in, guys. And we're going to start game, and we're going to start a new game. So you can see here, I have one run. We're going to start a new one. Welcome to the Ark. This is heaven where everyone's dream comes true. People live together for a single hope. Yes, this is the world everyone wanted. Come on, tell me, what do you desire? Yeah, definitely nothing to worry about, guys. Everything is status green. Totally fine. Totally fine. All right, and this is our in-game world. Really reminds me of, like, Don't Starve. This portion of it and the art style. Yeah. Okay, so we can do keyboard, or you can do controller. I like controller. It's pretty comfy, but when you're in combat, it kind of has some UI pop-up that I can't really close, and it gets in the way. So I'm going to do keyboard and mouse, but I do find the controller actually a little more comfy. So we can move around. Super secret spacebar jump, which doesn't seem to do anything. Lucy! Hey, Meow Meow and Ace of Spades, good morning. This way, Lucy! You're always too slow, kid. She's just a child, don't be so hard on her. We need to go a little further, do you think you can make it? Yeah, no problem. Don't push yourself too hard. You're the treasure of the investigation team after all. Yeah, definitely happy times, nothing to worry about, guys. Interact is E. I'm not scared as long as everyone's with me. We'll take care of the monsters, you just lead the way for us. Don't worry, we'll protect you with our lives. Let us know if you have any problems. We also can sprint with the shift key. Hey kid, try eating this, it's freshly cooked. Stay warm, Lucy. Wow, it's so warm. After collecting the last piece, we'll head to the clock tower. Our journey's end is not far off. All thanks to Lucy. Heh. I'll have to give you some credit. Hey kid, you're pretty helpful, you know that? No, you're just a kid until we get to the clock tower. Everyone, thank you so much. We're almost there. It's time to restore the world. Be careful, don't let your guard down until this is over. Yeah, things are turning out just fine, don't worry about it. I only got a little careless. How could it end like this? Joey's no longer moving. I'm afraid this is my end. Lucy, run as far as you can. Leon is no longer moving. Ugh, a little bit. If I'd done a little bit better, we could have activated the clock tower. Azar is no longer moving. No. How did this happen? Please, everyone wake up. I don't care what happens at the clock tower anymore. So please. Don't worry. This is not the end, it's just another beginning. Because you are the hero of this world. All right, and we woke up in what appears to be our bedroom here. Haven't really found much we can interact with. I think we can, yep, remember to turn off the light when you leave the room, save power. Good morning, are you ready? Let's leave now. Wait a minute. Leon notified the investigation team of your presence. Try talking to some investigators you want to recruit to our party. Everyone's fired up from the news of us finding a time shade. Okay. Lastly, are you really sure? About what? Despite what I said yesterday, there's no need for us to hurry. It's best to be thoroughly prepared. On that note, how about practicing in the training grounds? I do think I'm going to show the tutorial just so that everyone knows what's going on. It's not super complicated, but it does have its own little thing. Good choice, let's go to the training grounds. By the way, this OST is a bop, an absolute bop. Welcome to the training grounds, Lucy. I'm your temporary instructor, the one and only Phoenix. I'll teach you everything step by step, so you better be grateful. Now, shall we learn about the basics of combat? Combat works by selecting a skill from your hand and selecting a target. Every skill requires mana to use, and the mana cost of the skill is shown inside the purple gem. This is your maximum mana. Oh, that music is a bopping, isn't it? Might have to turn that. In fact, let me temporarily turn that down in OBS. I'll have to get that in game in a second. You have 3 mana at the moment. Keep your maximum mana in mind and try attacking the enemy. Okay, so we have basic attack for each of the characters here. If I head in the way, not too bad right now. And you have to move when we get another character. All right, basic attack. Select skill from your hand. Basic attack. Basic attack. Good job. Used skills will be discarded and added to the discard pile. Since there are no more skills to play, you should pass the turn quickly by clicking in turn. Hey Kung, how's it going? I really like this OST. At the start of your turn, you draw 2 skills and regain all of your mana. When there are no more skills in your deck, the discard pile is shuffled and added back to your deck. Since an ally is hurt, you should try using basic heal to heal your ally. Your ally is healed up and you have some remaining mana, but there's no more attack skills you can play. Casting another healing spell would be pretty useless here. In those situations, you can use the exchange feature. This lets you discard a skill from your hand and draw one from the deck. I'll put a draw skill at the top of your deck. Try exchanging the basic heal using draw. Alright, so holding shift brings up the UI to redraw. We drew a Lucy skill for draw. Draw 2 skills. If there are no skills in hand, draw 3 skills. Now, look at the cost of your first basic attack. Weird, right? Why does the basic attack cost 2 when the other ones cost 1? This is because of overload. For every stack of overload in ally, their skill cost is increased by 1 for that turn. The basic heal you used overloaded your ally, which caused their skills to increase. I'll add a bunch of skills to your hand so you can try casting them with overload in mind. So what this is basically doing is every time we cast a purple gemmed skill, that character's skill costs go up by 1 for that turn. There's tons of things that break that rule, of course. We'll see some of that in a second, but because of his basic attack that he already used, that's why this is more expensive. Also, you have skills like this combo attack. This skill gains a 100% critical chance if the user already cast a skill this turn. So despite the fact it's more expensive, it's also gonna have a 100% crit. Yeah, and see, she has the same skill and it's not glowy because she hasn't done any attacks. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, really, I suppose. We'll do that. Why not? We'll do our combo attack. Alright, allies gain overload by casting skills, and overload causes their skills to cost to increase. Simple enough, right? Overload stacks whenever you play a skill, and all overload is removed at the start of next turn. Keep that in mind. Huh? When you run out of mana too quickly? Don't worry, there's some skills that don't cause overload. The Majestic Phoenix has gifted you with 2 mana and a couple skills. Notice how these skills have a blue gem instead of a purple gem. These skills are probably called Swiftness. Skills with Swiftness do not overload the character, no matter how much you use them. Try using them for yourself. Some of these skills have special effects, so try reading them carefully. Okay, not blocking any of that UI. So, Swiftness, we can ignore enemies that are taunting us. We have Charge Attack. Each attack skill played will reduce the cost by 1. So we have Illusion Swords here who are swift and cost 0. So if we start blasting... Oh, look at that. Our charge attack now is cheap enough. Good job. Isn't it fun to spam skills without worrying about overload? Besides Swiftness, there are many other keywords that offer unique effects, so make sure you check them out. Huh? What happens when you're out of skills in your hand? In that case, you can use a fixed ability. If you look at the bottom of the screen, there should be a hexagonal-shaped skill icon by the ally portrait. This is called a fixed ability. I've added the skills to your hand. Increased Morale is a once skill that can only be used once per battle, and the cost is 0. Try using Increased Morale. Increased Morale is once Swiftness, gain 2 mana for this turn. Now, look at the fixed ability at the bottom. It's the same skill, but it costs 1 more, right? Try using Increased Morale ability in that slot. So down here, same skill, now it costs us 1. Most skills can be registered as a fixed ability, which lets you use them at any time. However, their cost is increased by 1, and only 1 fixed ability can be used per turn. If you want to have a skill available at all times, it's a good idea to register as a fixed ability. Now that that's out of the way, let's try passing our turn. Hey Nado, how's it going, man? I'm sure you have a grasp of how to use your skills now. Then it's review time. I've changed the deck and added a couple skills to your hand. Exchange, Overload, Swiftness, Fixed Ability. Apply the knowledge you've learned so far and deal as much damage as possible. Make sure to exchange skills you don't need. Absolutely. Alright, let's increase our morale. Alright, we have Accelerate. Select a skill to gain Swiftness and reduce its cost by 1 for this battle. Illusion Sword Calling, Zoom, remove 1 stack of damage. Repeatedly deal 7 damage for each Illusion Sword in hand. Okay, let's accelerate Illusion Sword. Let's call that in. We have 2 of those in hand. What do you have? Create Illusion Swords equal to the amount of Illusion Swords in hand. Okay, if I play another Increased Morale, let's play that. It's going to cost me 4. Yeah, that'll work. 18 damage. We created some more illusion swords. This one deals extra damage based on the illusion swords in our hand. And then we'll finish this out by using all those up. Perfect. As they say, a great teacher makes a great student, don't you think? There should be no issues with attacking, but the problem's defending. Enemies won't just stand there and take your hits. On that note, I'll teach you how to minimize damage from enemy attacks. The next mechanic I will introduce is action count. How do I explain this? Well, seeing is believing. Try playing some skills and pay attention to the action count. This one's really simple. If you play something that's not swift, their action count goes down by 1. At 0, they do whatever attack they're going to do. So we have chemical substance number 2. Deals additional damage equal to the pain. None of them have a pain debuff. Sure, work on that. Basic attack. Now, for this one, I can't target the dummy because this guy is running taunt. So I must defeat him first to attack her, unless, of course, we can ignore taunt. Fire wave. Ow. No, the enemy moved even though you didn't end your turn. Well, that's obvious. As I said, enemies won't just stand there and take your hits. Most enemies will try to attack in the middle of your turn. It's important to check the enemies to see when they will act. Action count decreases by 1 whenever you play a skill, and enemies act when their countdown reaches 0. When you end your turn, all enemies with remaining action counts will act. Do you remember the swiftness keyword from earlier? Not only does swiftness prevent overload, it also prevents enemy countdowns from going down. Try it out yourself. I've given you an AoE heal skill as well as accelerate, so try healing your damaged party members. All right. Well, that's not going to work, Mr. Phoenix. Oh, I guess. Oh, we have improved accelerate. Good. Did you see that? After using the swiftness skill, the enemy action count didn't change, right? I'm sure you understand how action count works now. Let's move on to the next turn. Take a look at your ally's health bar. It turned green by the amount of HP that was lost. This is called healing gauge. Try using a heal skill on a party member. All right, let's heal Joey. Characters will faint if they receive damage at death's door, recovering from death's door by healing. Now, let's look at the health bars again. You can see the healing gauges are somewhat gone. I'll adjust the party health a bit, so try healing again. Okay, flash heal for Azar. Flash heal for Chain. The party member with healing gauge received the full effect of the heal, while the party member with no healing gauge received only a bit of health. In a way, having a healing gauge is like being wounded. If you treat the wound before it becomes serious, you can make a full recovery. However, if you get wounded again in the same spot, it's difficult to heal, right? That's actually a really good explanation. It's a good idea to heal your allies quickly so that you don't lose healing gauge. Also, remaining healing gauge is filled up when the battle ends, so quickly end a fight is another way to conserve health. Now, on to the next step. Try pressing the end turn button. Huh, what are you doing? Don't run away. I promise we're almost done. Now, I'm going to teach you about pain damage. Pain damage is damage that cannot cut your healing gauge. I've given a pain debuff to a party member. Read the description of the debuff and try casting a skill. So we've got broken. Receive 5 damage if you cast one of your skills. Oh. You see what I mean? The healing gauge didn't disappear even when you took damage. Most pain damage is caused by pain debuffs, and there are many debuffs to watch out for besides this broken buff. You can discern the type of debuff by the color of the icon, and there are some debuffs that can instantly wipe your party if you don't pay attention. So, if you ever get a debuff, stay calm and read the description. Now then, shall we go to the final turn? Press the end turn button. Alright, time for the final stretch. This time, I'll teach you about Standby. Standby is a feature that lets you reduce the enemy action count by 1 without having to play a skill. You will see how enemy action count is 1, right? Try clicking the hourglass. Did you see that? By using Standby, you can reduce everyone's action count by 1 and cause this enemy's action count to hit 0. This may seem like a useless mechanic, but there are many applications. For example, you can create opportunities to heal between enemy attacks. There'll be situations where standby will come in handy, so make sure to remember it. Alright, that's it for the basic. Master Phoenix out. There will be countless obstacles and strategies waiting for you in the Twisted Lands. If it's you, I'm sure you can overcome any challenge with a calm mind. The most important thing is to never give up, no matter how bad the circumstances. Don't panic and apply what you learned to lead yourself to victory. Thank you, Mr. Phoenix. Alright, so this is the start of a run, so we get to pick characters. I see my head is a little bit in the way. I have 2 character slots, so we get to pick who we'd like. In addition, we can unlock a whole bunch of characters, and there'll be different unlock criteria. So like if we want to get Sizz, we need to defeat the witch 4 times. Clear Bloody Park. Learn Parry Attack. Defeat Duelist Godo. Clear the White Graveyard. Collect 5 records. I'm just going to go through all these. We need to donate 5,000 gold. We need to unlock the Curse of Sun, Moon, and Stars. Same. We need to defeat the Joker 2 times. Defeat Golem. Defeat Forgotten King. View a certain record. And reach Friendship level 3. Alright, our starting choices. We have Hein. He's a damage dealer. We have Joey, a healer. Miss Chain, a tank. Azar, who is damage. Pressel, who is a healer. And Ironheart, who is a tank. But when do I swipe? There are 2 DLCs that you can get that add a little bit more content. I did not pick up the DLCs. We're running just a base game here. Okay, we will get to recruit 2 more characters during a run. So what we're kind of doing here is picking our foundation. I think I'm going to go with these 2 boyos to get us started for our first run here. So we'll do Hein. Hein is a warrior who harbors immense hatred towards the Church of Pharos. He's difficult to control due to his madness, but he has great potential. Hein has high maximum health and excels against hordes of enemies. Hey, tut. Yeah, I'm a little early today. I have something going on later in the day, so I wanted to get a stream in, and I didn't want to skip it, so here we are. And Joey. Joey's a genius chemist who previously worked at the research lab to create specialized equipment. Frustrated by the lack of progress, Joey decided to participate in the investigation in the Twisted Lands. He can help allies or harass enemies with various buffs and debuffs. Alright, that's going to be our first attempt. I'm sure this will go very well. We're going to one-shot the game. Cyanide says, waifus over meta. Ah, fellow gotcha sufferer. Morning, CB. Alright, this is what the actual runs look like. We have a map here that's going to give us different icons, obviously. We can run around. I can sprint. I wish I could just default to always sprint. I don't know a reason why I wouldn't. And of course, we have our all-important jump. Alright, we have a battle. What's that one? We have an event. One of the things I like about this game, you can freely teleport between any of the things you found. So you don't have to do the stupid, run across the map to check a corner thing. So, quite like that. When we have anything to interact with, we are often given a choice. You have to pick once you've opened it, but you don't have to do the event. So what you found here is either, was it a Garden of Keys, allies take a small amount of damage and we can get a key or a skill book in gold, or is it a Witch's Safe? Select an ally with a skill to upgrade. Okay, we basically have starter skills, so I'm not going to do that. We will do Garden of Keys. We can look for a key. All allies take 6 damage. Or we can take 6 damage and get a skill book and 200 gold. Keys cost 600, I believe. Keys are really nice. I think I'm going to take the damage. We'll take the key. I'm totally not going to die in the first combat, guys. Don't worry about it. All right, and speaking of, we have that and nowhere else to go. Let's take a fight. Be careful, everyone. All right, so we have, I can't point at it because it's going to disappear, but up in the top right-hand corner, Grass Hedgehog, and it'll give us some basic stats here. So he is nothing. He has literally no important stats. And we have a Mage statue, ditto. Johan, can we finish this already? All right, so Hein starts with basic attack as his fixed skill, and Joey starts with a basic heal. Joey is a much better healer. He's going to heal for 9, whereas Hein heals for 6. So I'm going to replace Hein's heal. We drew another one. If nothing else, we're deck cycling. Remembering that when we use skills, it's going to give us overload and raise the cost. So order of operations does matter here. Joey hits for 10. This hits for 21. Actually, let's do end of the line and just kill that stupid thing. And then Joey hit the hedgehog. That's it for our turn. Joey! Ow. All right, Joey, heal yourself. Now remember, when I have the gray bar here at the bottom, that's hard to heal. We get a massive healing penalty when we're trying to heal off that. That's like old wounds, essentially. All right, we can Joey basic attack, or we can Hein basic attack. I have accelerate. Gain swiftness and reduce the cost by 1. Let's do that here. And let's heal before the combat ends. I'm going to heal Joey because he's the healer. Yeah, see, we only got 6 out of his, like, I think it was 9 total. All right. We didn't die in the first fight. Success. Small barrier generator. Consumable. Used in battle to create a party barrier. That's like shields. Some gold. And soul stones. You can upgrade a character when using soul stones. Press tab to open that window. So let's talk about this. So we have gold, soul stones, credits. Credits are like our meta run currency. We have an inventory. Lucy's necklace, active item usable in the field. Revive a fainted ally. Restores 1 charge at a campfire. We have bread. Usable in the field, restores an ally's health by 20. If we use it at a campfire, which is like the end of the level you're on, everyone heals by 20. We have 2 keys and that shield. We have some UI here that says 499 loop. I'll leave that up to you what you think that means for now. Lucy skills. She currently knows accelerate, so that's the one that makes us have a skill go faster. We can increase our max mana. We can give her another card draw. We currently have 3 mana, 2 card draw, and 0 speed. Speed, I believe, gives you longer before those hourglasses count down on the enemies. We go over to a character here. We can pay soul stones to level them up. And I think that's what we're going to start at here. So let's do Hein. When you get to level 2, you unlock their passive. A little weird that you have to get to 2 for a passive, but that's how it works. Whenever Hein defeats an enemy with a skill, cast it again with half damage on another enemy. And we get some skills when we level up, so we get to pick. So right now in his deck, he has basic attack, basic heal times 2, basic attack times 2, and end of the line, which is this one. Gain, ignore, taunt, and guaranteed critical against targets who have a weakening debuff, or is at 50% HP or below. When the user's at death door, gain swiftness and 16 additional damage. We have Merciless Explosion, Swift, Ignore, Taunt, receive pain damage equal to 50% of max health, and deal additional damage equal to double the missing health. This skill cannot defeat an enemy, or Assault Slash. This skill always lands against targets with a weakening debuff. If facing one enemy, damage is increased by 8. 3, 2, and 2. I'm going to take Assault Slash here. Increase your maximum mana and add draw skills by spending soul stones. Maximum mana and draw skills enhance overall combat power. Confirmed. All right, that's all we can afford for now. Another fight. Sunnight says, so wait, this is Slay the Spire with gotcha waifus. Do they hate money? Without gotcha waifus. Slay the Spire, I think, is a good comparison. I think one of the main differences here is we're going to build a party of 4, and each one of them kind of contributes to our deck. And there's more story than in Slay the Spire. I've only seen like the first, the next little snippet, and it was so good I was like, I can't play this until I start streaming. I didn't want to ruin it. Ches says, first time catching you live. Hello from England. Hey, welcome in, Ches. Yeah, I'm going to be on summertime here starting like Monday. So I will have this earlier time slot, which should be much more European friendly. I'm still going to have an evening stream too, for the people that like the regular time. Although it's going to be a little bit earlier than normal. Okay, we have a Pharaoh's Healer and a Pharaoh's Mage. He has bad evade, she has good evade. Well, -5 and 5, not that much. Okay, we have Assault Slash. We don't have a way to give a weakening target. We have a basic... Unfortunately, they're all Hein. That's a little unfortunate. Let's see if we can get a Joey skill. A basic heal. Okay, weakening buff for 50%. 19. Let's take out the Mage. Okay, so that's a skill that we have a cooldown on it. So we have to wait for that. We're going to use that standby mechanic. We get our hit. Then... Okay, he's going to attack me next. I can't afford either one of those. It would cost me a mana to delay again. I may as well... No, let's save that. I may as well use that since we have the mana. Okay. And then, in turn... Ow. We have Accelerate and a basic attack. Let's accelerate that. What do they do here? Rooting Magic gives Countdown and Bind. This is some debuff they put on one of my skills. All right, let's end line here. There we go. Using this passive already. Scroll of Midas transforms an item into gold, some gold, and 2 more soul stones. We'll loot all. All right, I'm gonna level Joey up. Level up. Conjure Potion. Receive a random potion when you level up. Learn a skill. Healing Potion. We already have one of those in our deck. Weakening Smog. We can only use it once per combat. It is swift. It's going to do a tiny bit of damage, and it's going to do embrittlement. Enemies will receive 5% more damage. They'll have 10% less crit and less debuff resist, and they will do a 4 damage dot. Remember, Hein works, he can do special things against things that have debuffs, so that would be really good. Or a self-destructing healing drone. Deal 6 damage to a random enemy for every 2 buffs on ally. Let's get the Smog. That ties in well. And we got a Warrior Potion. Can be used on an attack roll character. View 3 class skills of selected ally and choose 1 to create in hand. This skill will cost 1 less this battle. Okay, I'll take that. Map-wise, we have an event down here. Is it a Blood Bank? Sacrifice 24 health to obtain a key. You can do this 2 times. I don't think I have the HP for that. Or a Potion Cafe. Obtain 2 random potions. We'll take the potions. A potion cafe where various aromas fill the air in harmony. It seems that several potions were left unattended. Yoink. Holy Water grants healing gauge protection to all allies for 2 turns. Mark Potion gives the target pain, weakening, and CC debuff for 6 turns. 3 pain damage, some armor reduction, and can be targeted regardless of taunt. Yoink. Roll, and then we'll use our teleportability. All right, that symbol tells me this is where the boss battle is. We're not going to do that yet. Let's see what else we got. Look for an exclamation points from places of interest. Fast travel to blinking areas. Yep, thank you. An old wooden box. Some bread, a soul stone, and a key. And... so I used a key there. Select an item to obtain. A Lifestone necklace. Equipment. Maximum health plus 20%, accuracy plus 5. Ceremonial gloves. Healing power plus 20, max health minus 15. Ooh, this is actually a really hard choice. I really like healing power, but Joey already has very little HP, and 15% less makes me nervous. Hein doesn't really need the accuracy, but the health would be really good. I guess we could hopefully get a tank for our 3rd character, and we could transfer this over to them. I'm just really sketch on giving a health penalty. Let's grab the necklace. All right, Hein equips the necklace, and we can freely move this as long as it's not cursed, which luckily that one isn't. I wouldn't eat that bread. When I was a kid, my uncle had a bookstore in this really old building in town, and we got to go down in the basement once, and they had a like World War II bomb shelter, and they still had emergency rations down there. There were like crackers from literally the 40s. Yum yum. There's a boss protecting the gateway to the next stage. Make sure to prepare before engaging in boss battles. Okay, yeah, so we could use this. I don't really have anything that we could use. Joey, I could bread him, but I'm gonna be greedy. I know, shock and awe. How's the game volume, by the way? I keep forgetting to turn it back down. I changed it in OBS, so hopefully it's okay for you guys. All right, we got the Cerebus, it looks like. He resists weakening, CC, and pain, 25, 25, and 33. We got an absolute trash hand to get us started. Okay, into the line. Still kind of a trash hand because this is going to make us tired. All right, we're going to use it anyways. 22 damage. Joey! Dodged. What a champ. What's your dodge, Joey? Is my head in the way? My head is totally in the way. There's stats over here. His evade is 6%, which is what was relevant. I'm gonna need to... I don't know where I can hide my head in this game, because I need the UI over here, I need the UI down here, I need the top corner. I may have to shrink, we'll see. I'll take a shrinking potion. You know what? Let's not be too cocky here. Let's use our small barrier generator, and we'll put that on Joey. Oh, that's a team barrier. Even better. What else do we have? Warrior potion. Alright, I don't think we need those. I could do a basic heal. And I might as well use this one. I'm gonna do it to Joey. Alright, end our turn. He's roaring at me. Okay, took a little bit of damage to our shield. This skill always lands against targets with a weakening debuff. If facing one enemy, damage is increased by 8. We have a healing potion. He also has his basic attack. Let's do it. We have a countdown. His countdown ended and he attacked. Broke our shield. 4 healing per turn. Let's get that up and running. Hey, says Babel killing more dogs. 9,000 wolves last night wasn't enough. It's revenge for the mages. That's right. What value? Like 5 wolves for 3 fortune tellers? What an absolute trade. All right, we're healing per turn. I'm out of mana. Let's roll. Okay. As the not tutorial boss, this guy's not too worrisome. We finally got weakening smog. Let's get that out. Now he's going to take extra damage. He has less crit. He has less debuff resist. So now he's only got 5, 5, and 13. Nice. Joey can still do an attack, and then I can still attack here. So Joey, get him. Ow. All right, let's use our 0 cost. Actually, hang on. If I do that, then I won't be able to do the basic. Let's just finish him. Boom. When are we playing House of Legacy? Tomorrow at noon, Kung. Okay, we got a tablet, gold, 2 soul stones, endless magic parchment, equipment, an attack power, healing power, crit, evade. This equipment cannot be cursed. Enchantments can be stacked on this item. Normally, I think items can only have 1 enchantment. A box of friendship, a golden skill book, a soul stone, and 2 credits. We will loot all. Let's open our friendship box. Any key to Kindle. It looks like we got a comic book or something. And I'm not going to use that yet. Let's equip here. Give us ourselves a little extra healing power for Joey, a little extra evade. Let's head to the next part. Okay, so after we finish a map, we go into like a camping area. Campfires are located between stages. Restore health and revive fallen allies. You can consume items differently inside a campfire. For example, bread will heal all allies instead of just one. There are a variety of items you can use during camping, so try find some for your next campfire. Okay, you can save and quit by using the book. Activate a relic's power by placing it in the display stand. So we didn't get a relic, not uncommon, but unfortunate. And let's use this. Hey, are you okay? Should I give you some sedatives? Do you think my madness will subdue with those mere drugs? Do you think my drugs can't subdue that mere madness? Alright, so we can use campfire items. We can recruit at this one. This isn't always available. Blacksmith, and token of friendship. Let's recruit. We need a tank. All right, we got Ironheart. He's a kind of shieldy guy. We have Miss Chain. I can think of a couple reasons we would recruit her. And we have Pressel, another good healer. I don't need another healer, so she's out. So it's got to be Ironheart or it's got to be Miss Chain. And I think I'm going to use Ironheart on our next run, so I'm just because I have seen what we're going to do there, so I'm going to grab Miss Chain here. Miss Chain loves destroying, burning, and cutting open anything in sight. She volunteered to join the investigation team to play around in the Twisted Lands. What can she accomplish with her handmade flaming chainsaw? Miss Chain has great survivability due to her passive and can set up advantageous situations for her teammates. Recruit. Y'all need Jesus? We'll get Pressel for a different run, Cyanide. She'll help us with that. Okay, we can do a token of friendship. Where's that book we got? Shonen Manga, a collection of the most popular works from a certain famous magazine. Although they are classified as shonen, people of all ages and gender can enjoy reading them. It's over 300 pages thick and can be used as a self-defense weapon in an emergency. Well, that one guy looks like Hein, so I'm going to give this to Hein. That's my thought process. Is this a manga? I'm a fan of these, actually. What's up with that face? I'm not supposed to like manga? I'm especially fond of death game titles with a bunch of blood and gore. They have the best catharsis. Thanks for the gift. Once we're done here, I'll let you in on a few of my recommendations. Hein seems to be happy. Hein, what are you doing? What are all those blades? Why do you have so many of them? Shut up, you're so damn noisy. I'm preparing blades to cut down the Pharaoh's bastards. What's the problem? Do you really need that many? Besides, even the Pharaoh soldiers are our enemy. They're the same humans as us, right? Don't you feel an aversion towards killing them? So what? Those bastards deserve to die. They're the ones begging to be killed, so why should I feel an aversion? We can pick what we want to say. I don't think Lucy's that hardcore yet. Aren't you being a little extreme? I still think you're being a little harsh. You even go out of your way to kill the ones who aren't resisting. What's wrong about that? Once someone turns into Pharaohs, there's no salvation for them anymore. I still don't know much about you, and I don't know why you hate the Pharaoh Soldier this much, but sometimes I worry about you. Also, why is he wearing a heart protector on the wrong side of his chest? I just noticed that. That should be over here, man. That's how heart protectors work. Who are you to worry about me? At this rate, I worry you'll go berserk. Even now, whenever you face an enemy, you start attacking random things on your own. You dare try to control my madness? I murdered so much to the point that it doesn't even faze me anymore. You realize that, don't you? Yeah. I'm saying there's nothing you could possibly gain from being friends with a guy like me. If you understand, let's go search for our next prey. The bikini top is a +3 bonus to evasion. She's got really good dots and she has a really good tanking ability. Those are my two reasons. I don't know what you're talking about, Cyanide. The best armor tanks can have. Hi, Synthel. Relationship improved. So I don't know what we get when we get to 3, but I do know we need to do that to unlock some characters. So there you go. We have a blacksmith here. So we can combine gear. Generally, you want to combine same level and it levels up. Or bad gear you don't want to use. I don't want to reforge either of these because I would just have one item. And I think it would be blue because I'm using a green. So we're not going to do that. And that's it for our campfire. Yeah, we healed some because of the campfire, so I don't need to use our bread. Yeah, let's leave that. Okay, now we have all 3 people in our party. I'm going to use our skill book. So we get a golden skill book. View one random rare skill per ally and learn one. So we could get Rage, once Swiftness. Recast the next skill played from hand and take pain damage 8 equal to 25% max health. Only activates for skills that are 2 cost or lower. We could get Protective Gas, Healing 6, Crit 1, Swiftness, block 1 debuff that is not resisted by a party member. This hits everybody. Or Combined Arms. Cast a random attack skill in the deck that's not a basic attack. Cast a basic attack if no other skills are available. Ignores the user's skill. That would be pretty good. We have some decent damage stuff from him. I'm not ready, I don't think, to start taking like tons of damage. Joey's not set up for enough healing yet. I think we're gonna do combined arms here. Then again, protective gas could be really good if we fight a debuff boss. Nah. Combined arms. Clearly he has the heart on the other side, part of his character. That could be. There are people who have their innards on their chest are flipped. Like, it's a rare condition, but there are people who have that. Hey, don't waste your potions. All right. I'm on it, Joey. Misty Garden 2. If you accidentally come in here, you can still save and quit. All right, we have 2 keys. What do we got? Grim Reaper's Handprint. +1 attack power, 5 crit chance, 80% crit damage. An item with unknown power. It must be equipped to learn its effect. And I don't have an identification scroll. I think we're not going to put on an item called Grim Reaper's Handprint. Whoops. Until I identify that. I just think we're not going to touch that. That's really high rarity too, so hopefully it's something good. All right, there's the boss. There's a fight. Obtain 2 tablets or herbs. Pay 400 gold and get a relic. I'm gonna go for the relic, but we don't have the money yet. We'll have to come back. I love that they're actual gacha machines. All right, let's take our fight here. Hein's not scared. What's the worst thing? That's right. He says it's fine. All right, we have a butler doll and a maid doll. And something weird. Let's do our other stuff before we click on this. We can accelerate. We have into the line. We ignore taunt. If I could get a debuff on her, I could guarantee a crit. This does ignore taunt. Generally speaking, as in most games, the thing taunting is not the thing you actually want to kill. You want to kill the things it's protecting. And just basic attack. All right, let's into the... Oh, we don't have ignore taunt on that yet. Grumble, grumble. All right, let's actually... Miss Chain, would you basic attack? That's not low enough, unfortunately. All right, let's accelerate. If I don't crit, we don't kill him with this, so let's do into the line. And then we'll kill him, and then our passive hits for half damage. All right, what is this? Arc System 14.12. Detected corrupted data. Corrupt file, Arc Engine, world, new, Arc data, skill data, default attack. Recovery complete, resume the program. Totally fine, guys, don't worry about it. We're out of actions. Let's take a turn. Delicate Shank. Ouch. Oh, also, as you can see, starting from this turn, all allies lose speed, cannot overheal, and take pain damage at the end of turn. Pain damage from fog gradually increases. So if we go to turn 4, bad things happen. We cannot linger. Let's do basic heal. Actually, I don't need to do that because the green will heal if we win, and we should win right here. And just in case, let's get the fog out. There we go. No wonder he's so angry he's named after ketchup. His eye is ketchup powered. He needs to go full tune in and put like a eye patch over it. When he opens it up, just ketchup comes out. Nice, we got a key and 3 soul stones. We should have actually spent already. All right, so let's do Miss Chain to level 2 and get her passive. Miss Chain's passive, burn. Miss Chain gets burn whenever she casts a skill or fixed ability. Her healing gauge is protected during burn. Miss Chain's skills gain bonus effects during burn. Very, very good. Play with fire. All enemies' pain and weakening debuffs remain an extra turn, and this puts grievous burns on them, 4 damage per turn. Pursuit. The target takes pain damage equal to 25% max health. View 3 of the target's skill in the deck and discard pile. Select 1 to draw. Its cost is reduced by 2. This would be really good to cast on Hein. Hein kind of likes being damaged, and pain damage is kind of safe-ish. But I'm going to take this one. This is innate. This is, if you set the skill as a fixed ability, it can be used regardless of another character casting their fixed ability. Its cooldown is also reduced by 1 turn. This one will, at 2 stacks, prevent death or prevent health from falling below 1 once, and it'll do Screech, maximum health plus 20%, and increase her aggro. So we're going to reload the engine. I'm going to change my fixed ability to engine reload. There we go. All set. Then I'm going to level Lucy. We're going to get an extra mana, and we're going to get a card draw. Learn a skill. Warm up. Draw 2 skills, restore 2 mana. Next turn, start with 1 less mana. Blade Grinder. This draw 2 skills from deck, prioritize attack skills, reduce their cost by 1. Draw 2 skills and grant burn to the selected target. That's actually interesting. That means I could give burn to other characters. I think you only get these type of skills when the characters are in your party. So obviously this is Chain and this is Hein. I like the attack skills. This would be pretty nice too. Being able to protect that. And once we filter our basic stuff out of our decks, yeah, let's do burn draw. I like that. It's not swift, but that's okay. We have 1 point left that we can't spend. You should thank the Joey for sticking with you. Select an item to obtain. We have a shark fin. View 5 heroic tier items and select one. Or a mage crystal. At the start of the 3rd turn, reduce the cost of skills in hand by 1. We're taking magic crystal. Cha-ching. Okay, we still have spot up here to check. Dead end. Apparently there are secret passages, but I have not figured out how to find them. I had an item once that told me it could reveal them, and it didn't do anything when I used it, so I don't know what I did wrong. Alright, let's get our gotcha machine here. Activate the vending machine. We got Superconductor. When you end your turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy per missing skill in hand. 10 minus number of skills. Nice. We need to get to that relic display case. Is that literally the entire level? No. I was gonna say, that's felt short. We have a store. Okay, I want to identify an item. What is this? I'll pay the 150. Sharp. Critical chance plus 5%. Man alive. That is so ridiculously good. Hey, Hein. Why don't you take that off and put this on? He doesn't really need the... Like, we can guarantee crits, but 80% critical damage is nuts. And we're not always guaranteeing crits. He has 11% critical with this on. All right, and then Miss Chain will give her the extra max health, since hopefully her increased aggro is going to tank for us. All right, we have 9 gold, so I can't afford anything else. I'd like to get the key. I'd like to get the skill book too, but I'm poor. Lucy hasn't got her allowance yet, apparently. Jar of the Abyss transforms an item into a better item. Potion to key to relic. Ooh. Or Library Restaurant. View random skills from investigators who are not in the party and pay a scroll to learn one. You know what? I'd love to do this, but I only have 1 key. Let's do the Library Restaurant. And we'll give up our scroll. Obtain a book. Man, I wish we knew what skill it was going to be. Let's do it to Joey. Learn a skill. Oh man, I wish we got this on Miss Chain. Kill it. Damage is 9 damage. Swiftness ignores taunt, does armor reduction, and taunts. I would not want Joey taunting. Shining Aura. Apply an illusion sword buff to 1 skill. Frontline cover. Create a party barrier equal to half of the user's max health. Create illusion swords. kind of a taunt thing. I think we're going to create a barrier. Did not roll particularly well here. This must have been what my buddy meant when he said slay the spider with gotcha. There's no actual gotcha, just so that we're clear here. I know that we all have strong feelings on that. Wow, YouTube is always on top telling me about streams. Did I miss much? We just got started. We did the tutorial. We're a couple maps in. Make sure you join the Discord. I always give an at everyone when I'm going live if you can't trust YouTube. Okay, frontline cover. Let's go. Oh, we have a fight. What else we got? Yeah, dead end. What is this? Evil Aura. Attack power plus 15%. Squeaky wooden joints. Increase receiving damage by 25% when a skill is played. Okay, we want to cast a bunch of skills when we fight him, and he's taunting. We have Accelerate, a Protect, Zoom. 15 damage. Armor reduction. Minus 40% for one hit, essentially. I'd like to hit this guy, but I can't. We have an Accelerate. I don't think we're using that this turn. Okay, let's do engine reload on chain. Get all that stuff up and running. Okay, we zoom. Right. And weirdly enough, I'm going to use his innate. I don't have anything else I want to spend on, and I can preserve the skill in my hand, so we'll do that. Not a great turn. Not a great turn. He hit chain. Ouch. Okay, the fog is already making scary noises. Okay, we have a basic protect. Let's put that on Joey. And 4 points left. Basic. Reduced evade, okay. If I do this one first. Stop beating up Miss Chain. When you get stunned, you can discard a card of theirs, and it will unstun them. I'm just going to immediately do that. Alright, then we're going to accelerate basic attack. Alright, and we have 1 point left. We could heal, or I could stop her death. Let's do this. Because she's at 2 stacks, now she stops going below 1 HP once. So if he does whap her again, she won't go down. Yeah, there it is. Weakening fog, frontline cover. What a horrifically bad turn. Alright, let's do weakening smog. Alright, well, no choice. Let's do that. And then he'll heal her. What a bad turn yet again. We have an extra. I could heal her. You know what? Let's get a little extra healing. Stunned him. Thank you, shield. In that turn. Okay, we are on turn 4. All allies lose speed. We cannot overheal. We take pain damage at the end of turn. We need to get this combat done. And of course, our boyo here is completely stunned. All right, into the line, bucko. 146. Oh, thank you, Grim Reaper's hand. Dochi Leaf Tea creates a random rare skill in the hand of an ally. This is just a potion. Some gold and some soul stones. Take all. Okay, well that turned out really well. That could have gone very differently. Let's add another card draw. We were really struggling there. Hasty Counter. Discard the bottom skill in your hand and draw 3 skills. Lightning Draw. Draw 3 skills if this is played first after being drawn. Otherwise, increase the cost by 1 and draw 2. Sure, we'll take lightning. Alright, not bad at all. Another barrier, a soul stone, and a book. Let's use our book. So, a random healing skill. I could give it to anybody, but Joey has way more healing power. 13 heals on that versus 9 and 7. So we're going to give that to Joey. Joey, is that better? 11 healing. Yeah, that's just straight up better. Let's change our fixed ability to heal. Nice. A little bit extra, and it has some crit chance. Cool. Just try and lead me the wrong way. Alright, settle down, Joey. Apply a random negative enchantment to equipment and obtain 1 skill book and 200 gold, or get a potion and spend a key for a relic pouch. Am I allowed to put the negative enhancement on the item that can't get negative enhancements? I'm gonna try that, because that seems hilarious. Can I do this? Rough. I'm pretty sure that worked. Rough should be a curse, I'm pretty certain. This equipment cannot be cursed. Nice one, Joey. And a skill book. Merciless Explosion. Cannot be used at death's door. Receive pain damage equal to 50% of max health. Deal additional damage equal to double missing health. Cannot defeat enemies. Chemical Substance number 12. Deals additional damage equal to the target's pain damage. Or play with fire. All enemies' pain and weakness debuffs remain an extra turn. Let's give Joey a little bit of offense here. Alright, are we done? We have a fight over there. Come at me, punks. Alright, Into the Line deals 23 damage. 2 points. Ignores taunt. Alright, let's get that going on her. I don't think I want to use this right now. Yeah, let's get this going. Get the taunt up and running. Protect her HP. Oh, not taunt. Increase her aggro. Taunt's a different mechanic. I guess we just use the basic attack. I have nothing else I want to spend on. Because it's him, he'll increase his own prices, so. And I can't target her, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ow. Nice. Sure. Heal him up a little. What the heck? Why is everyone ignoring her aggro? Stop it. Alright, weakening smog, yes. Alright, here we go. Into the Line, gain ignore taunt, and guaranteed crit against targets who have a weakening debuff. Bye-bye. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good job. 1 action left. Let's do some more healing. Nice. Alright, we can accelerate. We're gonna kill him with this, so we might as well get as much healing out as we can. That's fine. Not bad. Alright, let's spend our points here. Let's up our damage dealer's level. Rage Slash. Countdown 2 Swiftness Ignore Taunt. Reduce the skill's cost by 1 if the user has healing gauge. Cost is reduced to 0 at death's door. We just looked at that. And Intimidation. 6 damage Swiftness. It's a debuff. It hits all enemies. Minus 10 armor, minus 10 evade, minus 1 speed. Chance of receiving crits plus 15%. I'm going to grab Intimidation. And I think I'm going to switch that to be his fixed skill for now. It's going to cost the same anyways. Hey, Golden Goat. Ahoy, Babble. Usually only watch your videos. Nice to catch you play a game live. Well, welcome in, man. Thanks for watching the videos. I'm going to be saying this a lot in the next week, but I'm on kind of my summer schedule, so I'm able to stream earlier now. So we're going to have like a mid-morning for me stream and then an afternoon stream. So if this is a good time for you, there's going to be more content at this time, at least for a couple months. Okay, we have 4 points remaining. Let's do Joey. I still don't love his hand at the moment. Healing Vapor. Heal 8. Free healing per turn for all allies. Okay. Ooh, health augmentation patch. Cast this skill on the target and the ally to their right. It heals for 14. Increase max health. Active it until this stage ends. Plus 20% health. So I could give an ally plus 40% max health. We already have one of these. Oh, this is really difficult. I'm going to go Greed, and I'm going to take the Augmented Healing Patch. And because we leveled him, we get a potion, 2 mana this turn. Okay. And with 2 points left, I don't think we can afford anything else. Oh, no. She can level. Do it. Okay, we already have engine reload. Pain. Okay, I'm more interested in this now. All enemy pain and weakening debuffs remain. Actually, this would combo with Intimidate. We intimidate everyone and then we make it last an extra turn. Let's play with fire. Please do not play with fire. In Minecraft. Alright, nice. I think we've hit everything? Nope. What is this? A bag of gold coins someone dropped. Yoink. Fountain of Wishes. A magical fountain that is said to make wishes come true. As we get closer, the will of the fountain whispers to me. You are not capable of handling the power of my wishes. Right now, I can only grant you very weak wishes. Okay, I get that reference. Fountain of Wishes! We are on a quest to get to the clock tower. I require only your strongest wishes. You are not capable of handling the power of my wishes. Right now, you can only handle the weakest of wishes. I'll take your key. Great reference. Okay, I think we have visited everything. Let's peek at the shop again. I'm gonna save my gold as much as I would love to get the key. We have 2. Yeah, let's save it. We'll get better stuff if we can make it to the next level. All right, boss, what do you got? Oh, it's the witch. Okay, we need to defeat her 4 times to unlock a character. Let's see what you can do, child. Your friends will perish by your own choices. Crucifying Curse. This skill remains in. If this skill remains in hand at the end of turn, automatically cast it on all allies. So I have to put this on people. We're gonna do Chain. We're gonna protect her HP. Let's get a Weakening Smog. And in the line, 26 damage. Let's actually get another debuff on her. That's all I can do. Wish, one of my favorite Dominion spells. I've never made it to Wish in 6. Okay, we have another curse. She's gonna do this every turn. We're gonna have to pile on Crucifying Curse. Alright, Chemical Substance 12. 26 damage here. We have an Accelerate. Alright, if we basic attack the guy that's taunting, and then we accelerate into the line, we can hit the taunter, kill him, and then get the secondary attack. Nice. Basic protect, let's get Joey. 2 points left, chemical substance on her. The witch is abusing chemical substances. 12 damage per turn currently. And she's feared. We can't do that. Let's go ahead and rev up that engine. 20% max health. We cannot drop below 1 HP once. Okay, do it. Ow. Another weakening curse. Attack power -10, healing power -10. I don't like that. I think I'm gonna put that on Chain. Her main purpose is to take damage, not deal it at the moment. 22 damage. That's not enough to kill. We got the health augmentation patch. Alright, let's intimidate. And now that's enough damage to kill that. And we're out of actions. Nice. Shame that fits really well. Yeah. Okay, more damage over time. Alright, Joey, you got a soak one. We don't have any herbs. Yeah, if we had some herbs, I think we could clear that, but we don't. We don't. I think we're fine. I think this basic attack just kills her. There we go. We are just playing in normal mode at the moment. When we win or lose this run, I'm going to switch us over to expert mode. I meant to do that, but I forgot. Token of commitment, equipment, healing power +15, some evade, some CC resist. Beautiful. A healing book. All right, loot it all. All right, next stage. It's not intelligent attempt to solve everything with strength, but having strength is the best weapon. What a fool. We're not compatible at all. Okay. An electric guitar. Miss Chain, you seem like the type that would like electric guitars. Let's see if I'm right. Huh? You giving this to me? Ah, how considerate of you. Thanks, Lucy. Nope. She does not love electric guitars. They're way more enthusiastic when you find something they actually like. Miss Chain, what's wrong, Lucy? You have a weird name. Huh? What's up with you? You're gonna hurt my feelings, you know? But it is weird. Well, you're right, because it's not my real name. It's not your real name. Of course, how can a person be named after a chainsaw? My real name's Annie. Miss Chain is something of a nickname. It's a nickname people gave me after seeing me wreck stuff with a chainsaw. Annie. There's no need to call me by my real name. I don't really like my name anyways, it sounds too plain. Just call me Miss Chain like always. Miss Chain, do you like wrecking stuff? Yes, it relieves stress. You know that feeling of satisfaction when you build up a tower and then topple it in one go? Don't topple the Tower of Babel. It's something like that. M? Miss Chain, are you an M? Huh? Doesn't that sound like an S though? And when did you learn those words? Somehow. But don't mistake me for that kind of hooligan, alright? I'm also in charge of construction and maintenance on the Ark. Really? Of course, a chainsaw has a lot more uses than wrecking stuff. The only thing I wreck are monsters in the Twisted Land. I'm glad I can help find the time shades and burn away my stress at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone, don't you think? I still don't get it. Relationship improved. Cool. Oops, campfire. I mean, we're at full, and I have nothing special to really use. Upgrade and blacksmith. Let's look at skill stuff. So we got this. Healing power, I think that has to go on Joey. This could move, but there's no reason to, I guess. Unknown scroll, we don't have any other equipment. I don't think I want to combine yet. Upgrade. Synergy with Hein. If played from hand, cast again with 50% healing amount. Can upgrade any skill except Hein. Or restore 1 mana if the skill is exchanged or discarded. It's not often I want to do that. I think we'll take this one. If played from hand, cast again with 50% healing amount. Wait a minute. That doesn't say it would lower the passive, so I could literally max out the health passive in one cast. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That seems really good. All right, we're done there. All my savings paid off. There's a fundraiser. Raise 500 gold. One of the characters, we need to fill that up. So, and then now we can finally put our relics in here. At the start of third turn, reduce cost of skills in hand by 1. When you in turn deal 2 damage for every missing skill, 10 minus number of skills. All right, that's everything. Let's use our book. Skill book healing 101 can only be used on supports. That's Joey. Okay, I think I would like paralyzing dart because that gives us a way that we can stun people. 145% chance. Yoink. No thoughts needed there. All right, Joey now has enough skills that I actually could forget a skill if I want. I don't think I want to at the moment unless we were going to train out heal. Healing 15. If I switch this to potion, it costs the same and heals more. I think we're going to drop this. It is a 0 cost, though. You can trim your deck. And in most deck builders, you never want to let your deck get big. I think I'm going to let that ride for now, but we'll think about coming back and deleting that. I have 4 points. I could level someone. Let's get some more card draw. Or wait for mana. Let's just hold on to that. Let's see what we need. Superconductor is one of the best relics. You'd be surprised how many times it saves your bacon on hard mode. Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I meant to go on expert mode and I totally spaced when we were starting. So we'll do it next run. An old pile of skeletons. All right, we're at 5. I can get mana if I want. Okay, that's a shop. That's not a shop. Never mind. Blunt sword. Healing, receiving healing, minus 20%. I don't love either of these. I'm going to take the gloves and I'm going to look to combine those ASAP. All right, let's take that off and we'll give that to you. Miss Chain can hold that for now. How much HP do you have with that? 21 HP. Yeah, he is way lower than everyone else. All right, zoom up this way. Okay, that's the boss. Oh no, not the clowns. All right, when you see fog like this, that means another enemy is gonna arrive. Let's start with an intimidate and blow up the balloon with that, which stunned me. Okay, that was not the best plan. All right, let's unstun Hein. 22 damage. No, let's get Miss Chain rolling. Yep, there's Superconductor popping off. And then they stun her too, wow. Alright then. What do you do? Restore 10 to everyone when popped. Alright, let's trash that and get her back in. I can always trash 1 per turn. I could pop the balloon again, but that's gonna heal them. I don't want that. Alright, we can kill him. And then hopefully he'll hit her and kill her. And I could do combined arms. Let's let it roll 1. Perfect. Perfect, actually. And then combined arms, the stupid horse. A skill to activate with combined arms. Apparently this is all that's in our deck. But combat over, so it doesn't matter. Most green items are pretty trash. They're in many cases worse than gray items thanks to the negative modifiers. Yeah, I've noticed that. Okay, another fight. We have a chest. I have one key. I don't want to use my last key until I'm sure there's nothing else I want to activate. We have another fight. Yeah, let's take the fight. Ooh, getting spoopy in here. I find that ghost sprite kind of cute. That's hilarious. Okay, we could hit for an intimidate. I really like the intimidate because I think it'll pop her ghost thing here. Whenever Miss Ghost lands an attack, if there are 2 or more skills in hand, select one to exclude. That means, like, get rid of it. Dodge attacks. This buff is removed when receiving an attack that costs more than 0. So now I can hit everybody and I can get rid of her stupid dodge. And I think we just try to kill her here. I don't want her getting rid of cards out of my hand. That hits all enemies. Yeah. Yeah. Roll it. Oh, Hein. You are so good. Bustin' makes me feel good. It's one of those funny song parodies. Okay, I have broken bones. I don't love that. I'm not a fan of broken bones, if I'm being honest. 10 damage. Okay, that should kill you. That'll kill you. Then we just have her. Alright, well, basic. Then what? I think we'll accelerate and we'll put up our barrier. She doesn't have any debuffs. I would take damage. That's fine. That's all we can do. Nice. Superconduct. It's beautiful. Alright, we have enough points. Let's do a max mana and another draw. Okay, we already have a lightning draw. Cast twice, view 3 random skills in the deck, and then select 1 to draw. Or just draw. Draw 2 skills. If there are no skills in hand, draw 3. We'll take draw. Nice. Good hand. I think she's built up. We have 3 points. I need 4 to level anybody. Alright, let's finish going this way. Card exchange is an essential move when you need something you don't have. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Thank you for the key. I should have teleported there. Charging wooden horse, clockwork hedgehog that is taunting me. That feel when you're getting taunted by a hedgehog. Alright, let's do an intimidate. Three points left. Basic attack. I think I want a chainsaw. And then let's accelerate. If I get lucky and crit, we didn't. That's all we got. Nice. Superconductor putting in the work. I like the enemy designs. Yeah, they're cool. My one complaint so far, I like how Lucy actually has a graphic here. I wish instead of just the flat panel, I wish we had character art down here. It's fine, but I don't know, I just like the art style, so. All right, I would like to get this up and running. Let's get the intimidate out. I think we're gonna go for the stun. Yeah, and I can't afford that. Try to finish this off. Nice. Okay, and he's stunned. Get wrecked, nerd. Okay, then I want to get the health buff up. Yes. Yes, and it does work. So with one cast, I can max out the health bonus. Maximum health plus 40%. He has 42 now. All right, 31 damage. And zoomies. And that's probably it. Yep. Yeah, they're pretty good, and there's a great variety in various areas. Yeah. So far, they've got a lot of weird enemies, too, which I kind of like. It's not all just like, oh, it's a skeleton. Pay 600 and purchase a relic, or we could heal somebody. We're going to take the relic. Withered Branch. At the start of turn, apply a pain debuff to all enemies that deals 3 damage per turn. Yes. I don't even... Yeah. Now Hein can freely target a lot of his attacks. At once I can put that in the relic case. Alright, let's see what you got. Safety Charm. Armor plus 10% debuff resistance. That's nice. Attack power minus 35, healing plus 20. Yeah, we'll take the Safety Charm. Yep. And actually, that would be good for chain. Flip those over, and I guess you can carry that. We'll probably combine up 2 of our greens here. Okay, we've been everywhere except the store, and I can't afford anything. Run on into the boss. Yeah, like weird enemies right here. Don't you want to fight a tank that's being driven by, like, dolls? And ow. Ow. Okay, I definitely want to get a healing off. And we're going to heal Hein. She's going to get health protection going. We can lower armor. Let's get the dot rolling. Alright, let's get Death's immunity going. I want to heal on her really badly. He's going to attack me here in just a second. Healing received debuff. And I spawned an ad. $26. Okay, if we... Let's get that up there. Alright, let's hope for a crit. Oh! Okay, well, to be expected. If there are no skills, draw 3. No, let's just hang on to that. Okay, health augmentation patch will be good for her. We are preventing going below 1 HP. Our relic just kicked in, so everything just got super cheap. Health augmentation patch. We have draw. Let's let him attack. Distant reloading sound. Health patch. Oh, nice. So to the right will go over the edge. I was wondering if they would do that. All right, everyone has extra health, and now we're going to use draw to get the extra card. We can play with fire. Let's actually do another draw. Him. And now he has burn ring too. Lightning draw. If we draw that first, we gain stuff. Ow. Ow. Basic protect on Joey. Joey, heal yourself. $62. I'm sure we have this. Accelerate that. Combined arms. Alright, come on, team. Did not finish him off there. I'm a little surprised by that. Play with fire should do it. No. Basic. This was way easier. I was playing on expert when I played before, and that's a much harder fight. Unlocked a new boss. And the music's not half bad either. Yeah, I really like this OST. Rose badge, equipment, critical hit chance, pain accuracy, throwing daggers, attack damage, crit, pain accuracy, weakening debuffs, box of friendship, a skill book, a soul stone, and some credits. Enemy. Oh, we're 1 gold short. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to put any in there. Oh, Sag. All right, before I forget, let's put our relic in. Aren't you tired of looking sad all the time? Try to smile more. Slicing up Pharaohs makes me smile. Not that kind of smile. You're doing it wrong. All right. Final recruit. We're looking for a damage dealer. All right. It looks like Azar is in. I'm always ready. Just say the word. Azar is always composed and reacts skillfully to any situation, which makes him a great leader. The investigation team expects nothing less of him. He's an attacker who can combo his skills in various ways to repeatedly attack enemies with his illusion sword. All right, blacksmith or token of friendship. Let's get that. T. None of you strike me as the T type. I think I'm just gonna hold on to that. And blacksmith. Okay, now here. Healing gloves are definitely one I'd like to do. And didn't we pick? Yeah, this. Yeah, let's. Well, that's a white though. Well, let's see what it does. Yeah, we're just gonna get an uncommon. I do have limited bag space though. Let's do it. Max health, armor, and aggro increased. Better than expected. Yeah. I'll take the aggro on the tank. Yes, please. We'll give this to our new damage dealer guy. Okay. Yep. I don't need to eat the bread. We're fine there. One thing I did find, I accidentally misclicked. Select an item. If you use a scroll, you can heal with them. Just FYI. So there's other weird things that you wouldn't expect that you can use at the campfire. That's about the only different weird thing I know. Illusion swords. At the start of each turn, the topmost skill in hand receives an illusion sword buff. If you play or discard a skill with illusion sword buff, create a 0-cost illusion sword. Okay, illusion flash. Repeatedly deal 8 damage for each illusion sword in hand. Apply illusion sword buff to 1 skill in hand. The skill above and below gain illusion sword. I think we'll take first scroll. Select an enemy and create an illusion sword in hand that they... No, select an ally and create an illusion sword they can use. It deals 7 damage to an enemy, and it gives them a buff for Veiled Sword. When attacked, remove 1 stack and cast illusion sword to all enemies for 8 damage. That would combo really well with our super high aggro chain. Cost reduced to 0 whenever... Cost reduced whenever a 0-cost skill is played. Apply illusion buff to all skills in hand. That would be really good. I like the combo to that, though. Really go all in on making Miss Chain an absolute terror. Alright, there's some throwing daggers. And let's do a skill book. Now, these 3 all have pretty much all their skills. I think she might still have a basic attack. Increase all enemy pain and weakening debuff stacks by 1. It's really good. And we already have a first scroll. Now, let's do that. Let's get try to get his basic attacks out of his hand. Yeah, Miss Chain still has a basic. And actually, Hines still has a bunch of basics. I need to get him some more skills, too. Oh, and we have 10 points. Let's go full green. We'll grab a mana. Hey, MC Fishy. Yo just came on. What you playing? We're playing Chrono Ark. Roguelike kind of RPG with kind of like Groundhog Day vibes. If Groundhog Day was a dark anime. All right, what do we got? Store, and I'm broke. Okay, I will come back. I didn't have to go around because apparently it was connected. All right. Treasure place, but I only have one key. I'm going to wait till we've seen all of our options before I spend our key. Pot might contain something useful. A tablet. Remove all weakening and CC. That would have been nice for those stuns we were getting. Golden says, Alizar is the only character I hate in this game with all aspects. Really? I really like this music. All right, let's pop the stupid balloon. Let's do that right off the bat. Okay, combined arms. We could slash everybody. This skill always lands against targets with a weakening debuff. Is that weak? That is weakening. Hello. And a stun chain. How dare you? How dare you? All right, we'll throw away playing with fire. And then we will combined arms the stunner. And we'll apparently we pick up illusion sword. Assault slash is going to go off. We have a heal. No reason not to. Beautiful. I'm feeling pretty good about this team. All right, same thing. Let's get the debuff rolling. End of the line. Him. Nice. I still feel really bad that I forgot to flip it over to the harder mode. It's all right. We'll hit a point where our run ends, so. Okay, another chest. Let's immediately take the fight. All right, 3 of the clowns. We haven't even really been hit by her. I think she just hits really hard. I don't remember these doing anything crazy. Illusion calling. All right, let's veil sword her and increase her aggro. So she's got like a bajillion aggro increases at the moment. Let's hit everybody with the debuff. Give me some illusion swords. And I guess it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Basic protect. And start lasting. There we go. I have a 200 plus hour in this game, 100% achievements. You can make any team work if you know how to do so, even the hard difficulty. Music is fire. Yes, I have really been enjoying it. I added a couple of the songs I've heard to my like generic playlist I listen to. That's everybody. Okay, that worked perfectly. That's exactly what we wanted. Weakening Spong, Assault Slash. We don't need to do anything fancy here. Why don't you just basic attack? Alright, come out wherever you are. Can I wait? Alright, well, we'll buff. I guess we in turn. Okay, that's a little spookier set of people. Holy moly. Okay, we're getting taunted twice. And we've got a Pharaoh's Warrior who's gonna lacerate. Hits an enemy for 10, attacks lowest HP enemy. If the attack hits, also attack the highest HP enemy. Don't you bully Joey. Leave Joey alone. I don't know if stun stops that, but that's my thought process there. We'll hit him with a weakening smog. Got tons of stuff left. Alright, let's also intimidate them. And then when we do playing with fire, we can increase... You know what? Let's draw skills. We'll draw Joey skills because this will give him healing protection. And that wasn't actually Joey's skills. Okay, so I'm just giving the protection and then we're just making normal draws. All enemies? Yes. And all for grievous burns. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm not used to playing on normal. I'm used to every battle being like life and death. All right, what do we got? Obtain 2 tablets, select a relic, and transform it into a different helpful item. I guess when you're full of relics, maybe. I'm not, though. We'll take some herbs. Lucy, you stay away from the devil's herbs. Decrepit Forge. Smelt equipment or relics to transform them into another item of the same type. Choose one effect. We can heal. I'm going to take that, but I don't think we're going to use this. A forge that's on the verge of crumbling. I guess I'm not super into that item. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it just changes it to a different type. So damage stuff. Attack, healing, minus health. Plus a bunch of health, minus some evade. I guess we'll take the sun cloak. I'm not in love with that either. I can see why greens are kind of meh. And another fight. Okay, 2 big old dudes. Let's put a barrier up. Let's paralyze one of them. Let's pop the Healy balloon. Okay, illusion sword, sure. We're out of points. Thank you, shield. I appreciate that. Okay. We can take damage. That's fine. Cool down 1 all enemies. We can accelerate that. Let's do this first. I really want to make sure I get this out before we end combat. Let's just do it now. We'll do here. I want to make sure Joey gets that. Man, that is so good. That is so good that I just need to cast that once and we max out the buff. Like, that's 40% bonus health is, in my opinion, very significant. Alright, let's do this with the bonus damage. And we can protect. We'll do Joey. I'll take the damage anyways. I'll just save that. Well, yeah, I'll just save that. I guess we'll rev. Another balloon. Are you the stunny balloon? You are the stun balloon. Alright, okay, we need a weakening debuff for that, which I could totally do. Oh, and then I stunned myself. Of course I did. Of course I did. Alright, give up your basic attack, because I want you to end the line her. Excellent. Alright, we have a heal. We don't really need it. We can take some minor pain damage. That's fine. Remember that... Oh, I'm on top of Joey. Or no, Azar. Okay, hang on. Let me fix my camera. I knew this was going to be a problem. It's going to be on top of his deep... I don't like that. That's in the hand. Man, this is a game that does not have a good place to sit. I guess we'll sit right there. It'll just be awkward. Alright, we'll try that. Duplicating potion. Select a skill in hand and create 2 copies. Excellent. Yeah, that's significant. You can do some amazing things with skill modifiers like double buffing. Yeah, I'd never gotten something like that before. I liked the patch, but I'd never gotten... Yeah, that's a ridiculous upgrade. Sacrifice a class skill of an ally. Upgrade a skill. I could actually do that to Joey. He has 1 extra skill at the moment. Upgrade an ally skill 50% to downgrade a different... No, we'll do that. Sacrifice a skill. And I think we're going to do... Oh, I don't get to choose just anything. There's nothing in here I really want to get rid of. Nope. Nope. Did not get the skill I was hoping to get rid of. Also, Azar, do we have something we'd want to change? We could put this one on his fixed skill. Yeah, let's do Veiled Sword. That's not ideal, but I like the idea of being able to just get that on Miss Chain right away. So she has the extra armor. Okay, we are done in here. I have a little bit of money. And 1 key. I'm just going to save it. I'm just going to save it. I like having keys for the special events rather than just the chests. What's going on here? If you're not with us, you're dead. Shared health cannot be disabled. These bosses share health. Okay. Okay, we have cleanse. Skills above and below this get illusion swords. We have a paralyze. All right, let's get some illusion swords or some buffs. Ruby stigma. Take 8 damage whenever you cast one of your skills. Yeah. All right. Let's get the chainsaw roaring. Let's give her the extra armor. Okay. I could do another. Yeah, let's just get all those buffs out. And then we have one here. All right, that was okay. Okay, they're bullying poor Hein. Ruby stigma. Lightning draw, we have to do that first. Ow, 12 damage. Okay. I wouldn't mind getting that on him. We don't have our buffs currently. Shield. Guaranteed critical attack with weakening. 4 turns until they go. Okay, let's get a buff heal there. Let's get the weakening out. And then let's get that guaranteed crit. Okay, I have 2 illusion swords. No reason to not use them. Done. Sapphire. Mana cost of skills is increased by 2. Sapphire now! Okay. That's pretty significant amounts of debuffs on me. Okay, I have cleanse. Cleanse will let me take the debuffs off of somebody. Six to cast that. Wow. I think Joey actually needs to be my cleanse target. And then a cleanse skill. That's not fair. Let's cleanse him. Or not cleanse, heal him. When we can paralyze. Wait, what's that? Counter attack. Counter when attacked. Okay, I can't hit her. Alright, we'll take the 0. I have ridiculous relics. Give me the shield. Alright. Give me more. Ooh. Alright, this is pain damage, right? So that it won't cut my bar. Can I go negative with pain damage? I can. And I can die. Okay, lesson learned. Pain damage can kill you. Boo. Burning draw, let's protect his HP. Yes, goat, yes it can. Okay, we're gonna hold on to that. We have an accelerate. I need to do some more cleansing. This is getting pretty bad. All right, he'll just eat it. I think we're gonna be just fine. Okay, we need to cleanse. We're gonna cleanse chain. Okay, weakening. Nope. Okay. Nope. Got counterattacked off of that. We have a 0 heal. He needs it. Okay, zoom. And then we play with fire and hit both of them. Yeah. It's worth it. I think we're gonna be okay. Storming Frost broke my shield. Actually, a very common reason for character death to die death stores from pain damage. Yeah, it's the same in Darkest Dungeon when you're like bleeding. That tends to be what ends up getting you. All right, we're building up a lot of Hind skills. Let's cleanse him. Yeah, hit, and there we go. I died several times on that in hard mode. Unlock a new party member. Nice. Acquired loot. Purifying Crystal. During a boss battle, gain a Lucy skill that overheals 50% of the target health and removes all debuffs. Nice. I wonder if that's boss loot or if that's just pure luck there. Inventory full. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right, let's get rid of that. There are some relics that are specific boss loot. Okay, good to know. Hey, there we go. We can do the donation. All right, 1/5 of the way there. And before I forget, let's also put our new relic in. Our relic box is now full. Whiskey. Okay. Hey, Tanth, what are you looking at? This is Chrono Ark, roguelike deck builder that has at least what I've seen so far, a pretty intriguing little story here. Upgrade blacksmith. Okay, did I have something? I don't like this. It's hard to take a health item off of a tank, though. I'm just gonna eat it. I don't want to do that. Everyone is not full, so I could use a bread. Let's use an item. I don't want to spam that. We'll just have to heal him up. Let's upgrade. Cost is reduced by 1 if allies at death's door. Cost reduced by 4 for healing skills. Grant burn to yourself and miss chain. Yeah, we'll do that. What do we want? Burn to yourself and miss chain. Joey having burn would be rather nice. This is a skill I'm likely to drop, though. AoE. Oh no, not AoE, dot. Then again, Hind tends to be taking lots of damage. Let's give it to Hind. And whiskey. None of you scream whiskey to me. I'm just going to hold on to that. Let's use our book. Has to be used on support characters, so it has to be Joey. Alright, I think I want chemical weapon. And we need to go trim his skills. I think it's time to drop that one. So forget heal. Forget. I could go lower. We could get rid of the shield, but it's kind of nice having a shield at least. No, we'll just leave it for now. I'm really indecisive on that. Let's do a round of level ups. Deals additional damage equal to 25% max health whenever the skill from hand receive pain damage equal. Okay, I'm probably ready to actually handle that now. Yeah, he needs way more skills. Joey. All allies can heal. Yes. Take my free potion. Pursuit. Okay, this, I think I'm ready for this one. We can use this on Hind to draw his attack skills. Or we take Engine Burner, which is a big pain damage. Let's do Pursuit. I feel like that's an interesting combo. Alright, and Azar. Reduce whenever you play a zero-cost skill. Repeatedly deal 9 damage for each one. Apply Illusion Sword buff to one skill in hand. The Illusion Sword buff is applied to the top skill in hand without Illusion Sword. Skills that cost 0 gain a 100% crit chance. Yoink and yoink. For 2 turns, yes, please. He still has 1 basic attack to get out. We have 2 points, which is not enough to spend. All right, let's roll on. All right, we hit the next biome. Enemies are guarding the area. Road to Death. 10 damage per turn. All damage dealt to Deathbringer is halved. Removed when Deathbringer is defeated. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. Okay, let's Combined Arms him. Play with fire. Let's play with fire. Let's get the chainsaw roaring. I think we're just gonna go for a huge debuff turn, and let's just get fear on him too. Alright, what do you guys got? Ow. Okay, you got something. End of the line. Grant burn to yourself and miss chain. 28 damage. Oh, I see what's strange to me now. In the options, you can make the game give you all info about skills, skill scaling, and some other things to hide. Other thing is hide on the right now. We could look at that. I assume that's settings. Are you talking skill ratio? Hide. I want that. Removes glasses. Well, if I remove my glasses, I won't be able to see. I'm automatically forgetting basic skills. May not be something I want on, but that's fine for now. Alright, we're gonna apply that. Oh, I see the +1. I gotcha. Okay, we have a lot of illusion stuff this turn, so I think we're gonna buff. Illusion first sword. Oh yeah. Ow. Alright, 100% crit. Nice. Yoink. Immediately into another fight. Alright, so a Wanderer and a Pharaoh's Assassin. Let's lightning draw. Get our chainsaw going. Zoom. Alright, basic. Stop hitting her. Get the fear in them. We could accelerate. Play with fire. Basic protect. That's just gonna hurt her more. Actually, it's fine. She's already got health protection. It shows how much the skill gets from attack or heal power. Without it's kind of hard to see the full potential. Gotcha. I assume some scale better than others. Okay, let's Veil Sword. Let's Healing Patch. Let's Healing Vapors. I should have done that in different order. I could have taken them, well, a little lower. And then draw. Busy watching your House of Legacy series? Well, welcome in, Sentinel Parabello. Yeah, we're gonna be back with House of Legacy tomorrow at noon. Will be the next episode of that. I need to go make a new thumbnail. I didn't have time, but I did want to post it just so people knew when it was coming up. If you're enjoying House of Legacy, you should also check out Tale of Immortal. Not really the same game, but there seems to be a lot of cross interest in the two. All right, let's try out Pursuit. So if I do it to you, yeah, then we could grab that. Oh, look at that. For 0, yes, please. We'll bury ourselves. I think we're going to throw a heal. Beautiful. Haha, she has Sons of Protection. Okay. 8 points. We seem to be doing okay on draw. He still has a basic attack. So, okay, you need to get off your basic attacks, my man. This skill always lands against targets with weakening debuff, attacking an additional enemy with the lowest health if facing 1 increase. I thought we had a tear it up, but I guess we don't. Bloodstorm. Ignore taunt cannot be fixed. Deal 25 damage equal to 70% max health plus 50% lost health. If you defeat an enemy with a skill over a heal. Yeah. That sounds pretty good. And more chests, but I still only have 1 key. I'm getting rather full here. Come at me, punks. Snow Giant. Guaranteed crit with who have weakening debuffs. Okay. Alright, let's get those buffs out. Give me more. We'll do a combined arms. Okay, and then auto crits. Okay, your damage is pretty weak sauce. Nice. Okay, I want to make sure I have my chain set up, so. Healing patch. Let's do a weakening smog. Apply burn to yourself and miss chain. Gain ignore taunt and guaranteed critical against those who have a weakening debuff or is at 50%. Alright, 30 damage. Let's... Oh, I can't kill you. You don't have a weakening debuff. Why no weakening debuff? Fear resist? Fear resist? What is this garbage? Alright, well, Assault Slash then, if you're gonna be like that. Get out of here, Hedgehog. Okay, I managed to resist or ward off the stun. Ow. Please don't bully Joey. Okay, we're gonna get attacked again immediately. I need to think about this a second. I think we're gonna health augment patch. Yeah, and we can end of the line you, which gets me a free hit. Mm-hmm. Alright. Why are you bullying Joey? Stop it. Joey, do some healing vapors. He's into aromatherapy. Yikes. What? Where I used to work, I swear, every single woman in that building did Sinsky candles or whatever those are called. Like every single one. The entire place was always full of perfume. And so anybody who had any allergies was just constantly dying. It was so bad. They finally had to be like, yeah, you can't be bringing that in. Like, you're literally like killing people. Like, please stop. All right, good turn. They are junkies and want to fix from him. Joey's the dealer here. What are you? It's time to show my flaming chainsaw. Ghost. Dodge attacks buff is removed. Okay, I love Intimidate for these type of mobs. The fact that I can just hit everybody and get rid of that is so nice. I should have done Lightning Draw first there, though. Does this still count? It does, okay. Basic Protect Joey, because apparently they're bullies. Alright, we're gonna do Chemical Weapon to Azar. I learned that this activate until end of stage. Critical hit chance 5%. Attack skills that do not kill the target apply intoxication. Consumes 1 stack. So now his illusion swords can poison people. I find that pretty good. Let's get an all enemies queued up. Really? Really? Alright, let's get the chainsaw going. Please, no bully! Leave Joey alone! And let's get the poison on you. Beautiful. Yeah, my first round when I played Hein, I did not like him at all, but I think I just didn't understand. He's got a lot of if-then things going on, and as long as you use his skills correctly, he's got a lot of power. Like Bloodstorm for 28 damage. And then he hits the second guy with his passive. He's already dead, he just doesn't even know it yet. Let's get some extra healing out. Don't care about any of those things. We are rapidly filling up. Bag of coins was dropped. They forgot a period at the end of that sentence. There's a healer that supercharges Hein. Not sure if you've seen her. Her heals take a bit of pain damage. I had a attack character who could do some healing that was kind of like friendly fire thing. That's as far as I got. I didn't want to go any further because I wanted to play it on stream. I didn't want to know what the story was. Played 500 gold and attempt a trial. Select one ally to upgrade, lose a maximum health. I'm okay with that. Open safe. Select a skill or view skill upgrade options for that skill. All right, I kind of want, yeah, like Assault Slash. What would you give? Damage is increased by 4% for each active buff. Yeah, maybe. If played from hand, the next skill with Illusion Sword buff costs 1 less. Cost is reduced by 1 after ending turn. I think I will take the extra damage from buffs because that's an AoE skill. Yeah. All right, that was mid. That was pretty mid. Obtain 2 bread or use 3 bread to obtain golden bread. I mean, golden bread. Consumable. Restore allies' health by 50%, cure faint status. When used in a campfire, heal all allies by 40%. Increase max health of all allies by 3, including allies recruited in the future. Wow, bread's so good that people who haven't even tasted it lust for it. I'm gonna need to make some room. Yoink. We'll take that to the campfire. A pot might contain something useful. An identification scroll. That sure would be useful, you're right. I guess we're gonna get rid of these. We'll use this to ID that. Grants random loot. Can be used to identify an item. This is getting pretty meta. Oh, it does the whole stack. Okay. So if I have a stack of scrolls... Hey, that seems really useless. If I have a whole stack of scrolls, I can ID the whole set at once. That's actually good info. Place a cursed equipment here. Remove the curse and apply rare enchantment. I don't have any cursed gear. View 4 upgraded common skills per party member and learn one. Sure. Alright. Combo attack. 28 damage. Greater heal. Tactical attack. Move this skill to top of deck when battle starts. Next healing skill is one less. Reckless charge. If played from hand, gain 1 skill exchange. 53 damage. Excuse me? I don't think I can say no to that. All right. He has no more basic attacks. Yeah, we don't have her in this save, so this is just literally first run. Is that it? No. Remains of a wagon being transported. We got more bread. And Frozen Reaper statue. View a random rare skill for each party member. Learn one. Then replace one rare skill you already own with sacrificed knowledge. I don't know what that is. All right, let's learn. Okay. Protecting, yeah, we saw that before. Cast Illusion Sword on all enemies per sum of skill costs with Illusion Sword buff. Okay. Dismantle armor. Dismantle armor does 5 armor. Okay, that's a lot. Let's take that. And then we lose combined arm, so she keeps the same amount of skills. Okay, I don't know. I guess in some situations you can basically re-roll with that. Alright, let's see what this does. Is this pointless? Oh. This is secret room. Celestial, consumable. View 1 synergy upgrade per ally and select one. Only shows options where your deck meets the criteria. Yeah, look at that. I mean... Huh. Huh. I'm gonna save this for the next map in case there's only one of those per. Alright, should we do this? I guess so. If played from hand, cast again with 50%. Maybe. 25% increased damage on Joey. Grant burn, that could be good. If played from the hand, get... Okay, let's do the burn. Let's give him the ability to get burned. So now everyone can kind of get burned one way or another. Ah, fresh souls. Okay, so what are you doing? This skill's owner is the target of death sentence. Next turn, this skill's cost is reduced by 1. At end of turn, Reaper casts Death Sentence, prioritizing the owner of the topmost skill. Next turn, the topmost skill's cost is reduced by 1. Ignores Lucy's skills. Okay, good to know. I'm probably going to use this skill this turn. Alright, let's get the poison rolling. Okay, he hits for bleeding. Alright, let's get that up and running. We can dismantle armor, yes. Incoming healing reduced, okay. I'm okay with him taking this, so I'm just gonna eat it. Let's accelerate play with fire. And let's play with fire. And then we'll give chemical weapon to Azar. Alright, 5 damage per turn, 3 damage per turn, 10 damage per turn. Get wrecked, nerd. And that's all I can do. Mark of Death. 5 damage per turn. When hit by another death sentence, all allies take 26 damage. Okay, so I need to not let him be the person who eats this a second time. Alright, so we need to use this. Alright, finish him. Beautiful. Alright, I can still use one of his skills. Yeah, let's use that on her. And then buff ourselves so we auto crit, and now we're gonna poison him. I really like that poison combo with Illusion Sword. 5 out of 5, 25 damage per turn. And let's rev the chainsaw, and we're done. Okay, more bleeding, more mark for death. Okay, so now I need Joey or Miss Chain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need Joey or Miss Chain to be the one that eats a skill. So lightning draw. Okay, there's a Joey skill. We need to use everything above this. And then we have a taunter on the field. Grant burn to yourself and Miss Chain. We're still getting auto crits. Okay, burn is up. He is dying. Joey, make him not die. Thank you, Joey. Okay, end of the line. Illusion sword, give me more illusions. Oh, thank goodness. I was able to dig deep enough. Okay, and then we want Joey to eat this buff. We need to kind of kill this guy very soon. We're running out of people who can eat debuffs. Okay, burning draw. Let's protect Joey's HP. Thank goodness we got the healing patch. Beautiful. I do not have a skill for Miss Chain. Uh-oh. Alright, well, barrier. We have a chance. We stunned. Alright, we might be alright. Endless Rage. Out of points. Clutch stun. Not clutch stun. Oi. Oi, it's all falling apart, builders. It's all falling apart. Alright, zoom. I think we just lost. Bloodstorm. Bloodstorm. Oh, we didn't get it. Intimidate. Rev your chainsaw. Oh. Oh my goodness, we made it. That was bloody close. Unlocked a new party member. This is the one we were just talking about. Super Conduct for the win. You can't beat science. Get out of here, Grim Reaper. Unlock complete Remnant of Madness. A relic. Unlock an enemy is damaged beyond their current health. Add any excess damage to the next attack or healing skill played. Oh. I don't listen to those weaker than me. Fine. Nice relic. Good for him. That is definitely something he would like. Chemical gas tank. This must be Joey. Some basic stats. When battle starts, the wearer's skills that target enemies gain intoxication. Allied targeted skills gain continuous regen. Ooh. Burning Night. Receive healing plus 15%, max health plus 5, less evade, some accuracy. Received critical chance a lot lower, faint resist. Whenever the wearer plays a skill from hand, gain burn. I mean, I guess if you don't have her innate, that would be really useful. Messiah Blade prototype. Attack, evade, accuracy. Create 1 unfinished illusion sword each turn. That's kind of mid compared to everyone else. Rose armor, beautiful. Okay. Loot it all. Inventory full. That's so powerful. I don't want to get rid of that. Let's go to the mana potion. First run, this was the final boss. You're fine, Justin, but be careful about spoilers. This is as far as I have played, and we're looking to play it somewhat blind. But yes, I actually went on normal. I was too excited to get started, and I didn't go up to expert. I was playing on expert when I was seeing if I wanted to stream it. Okay, let's move here. I think that's gonna be the end of our run. Yay! Good work, team. We made it. Easy game. We beat it on the first try. Hey, it's Phoenix. He's nice. A weird bird is blocking the way. Hello. Who am I? Well, if you want an introduction. Wahaha, I'm the legendary bird Phoenix. Remember me because you'll be seeing me a lot in the future. Oh, you'll forget everything in a couple moments, so it doesn't matter anyways. Anyways, congratulations on coming all the way here. Cha-ching. I've never got this. Take this is a present for you. Huh? What am I doing here? Well, to put it bluntly, you were supposed to be killed by a monster. I didn't expect you to arrive at the clock tower from the very beginning. I suppose I underestimated you. Have pride in yourself. Not many people are supposed to see this cutscene. What should I do? Thanks to you, I'm in a very precarious situation. Well, I can't let you pass like this. Get out of my way. I can't do that. I have my reasons to stop you. I swear there's a good reason. For now, this is the end. I won't disturb you next time, so try your best. Killed by a phoenix. We hate phoenixes. Phoenix Eye. $500. We got a Zara here. I can't run. I can't jump. This. Oh. Again, I'm back here again. I get this terrible headache every time I come here. Who are you? How many times are you gonna bring me here? What are you trying to tell me? What am I? I developed the Ark project. I'm an Ark investigator, Azar. It's my sworn duty to... Oh. No, never mind. Let's just go back. When I open my eyes again, I'll be back inside the Ark. Activate the clock tower. Our mission is to activate the clock tower. It's our sole mission. Typical. Lucy, wake up. Wake up, Lucy. Are you okay? Can you hear me? Where? All right, it looks like I made it in time. Where am I? And who are you? Confused, are we? I'm sure you'll come back to your senses little by little. I'm an Ark investigator. My name's Azar. Lucy, I've been looking for you. Me? Who am I? I don't remember anything except for my name is Lucy. Yeah, I guess that's to be expected. I was... Are you okay, Lucy? Azar? Have we met before? No, I don't believe we've met before. I feel like you're familiar. It's almost like something went past me. Anyways, Lucy, are you hurt anywhere? No, not really. I'm fine. Thank goodness, if you get hurt, we'll have no chance of activating the clock tower. Clock tower? That's right, I need to get to the clock tower. As soon as I can, I need to activate the clock tower. That's my destiny. Alright, I can feel her determination. We'll reach the end for sure this time. Azar? Sorry, it's nothing. Let's get out of here. This place is dangerous. We should head back to the Ark for now. The Ark? Over there, it's a floating island. That's the Ark. Your destination, the clock tower, is also there. Ark, clock tower. We can't activate the clock tower just yet, but I'll explain things once we get there. Come on, let's go, follow me. Welcome to the Ark, Lucy. So this is the Ark. Yes, this is the only safe haven left in the world. This place is the residential district. This place feels relaxing. It's almost like I've been here before. This is where you'll be staying from now on. I'm looking forward to working with you, Lucy. Azar, you said you were searching for me, right? Why did you search for me? Why did I search for you? That's because you're the girl of prophecy who'll save the world. Girl of prophecy? That's right. You're the hero of the prophecy that's been passed down the Ark for generations. With your power, you can activate the clock tower and restore the world to its former glory. My power? Yeah. Do you remember when I said we can't activate the clock tower just yet? We need a certain resource called time shades. Time shades? The time shades are scattered across the twisted land as fragments, but the girl of prophecy has the ability to locate the time shades. I see. The twisted land is always shifting, so it's impossible to locate the time shades by ourselves. However, with the girl of prophecy on our side, it's a completely different story. So the first step is to search for the time shades? Yes, exciting, don't you think? I want to start investigating right away, but it's already late. Let's get some rest and start tomorrow. Okay. I prepared a room for you. You can rest there. See you tomorrow, Lucy. Yeah, you seem totally legit, right? Right? Obtained a new record, a warm day. Faded photo. Should I rest? Yes. Ark project. There are no selected items. Okay. A warm day, view record. So interesting, don't you think? What's so interesting, Joey? Just a week ago, we were stuck underground in murderous cold. Now we're basking in the warm rays of the sun. Merlant, Joey suddenly became super emotional. She's sleeping. Oh my goodness, oh my. What was that, Lucy? Joey got emotional that he cried? Who's crying? Haha. But Joey's right. If we hadn't entered the Ark, we wouldn't have had the warmth. We really should be thankful to our parents. Yay, my little friends! Annie! Who's little? There you are, sunbathing? I was enjoying the blessing of nature. Ark life indeed. Everyone's addicted to sunbathing now that the sun is out. I brought you ice cream. Do you want some? I want a bite. Gimme! You really are a little kid, ain't ya? What's that? Thank you for the treat. By the way, Lucy, you talk with Merla and Annie with respect, but why do you talk to me differently? Joey, you're the same as me. I don't pay respect to fools. Why, you little... You scared me. What is it, sis? So, Lucy called Annie sis. Okay, I see. Photo time. Everyone is having fun. So I took one. I wonder if they are sisters. They're both blondes. Hey, give it to me. Me bickering with Lucy makes me feel like I'm down on her level. Yeah, we're not on the same level. I'm way ahead of you. Can't you ever be kind? You'll be in big trouble. I'll let my father know about this. Joey, cut it out. The ice cream's melting. What does it have to do with the ice cream melting? Lucy, you brat, come here. Whoa, he's angry. I'll get you back when I catch up. Lucy and her friends basking in the warm sunlight. They are enjoying a comfortable life as if the days spent in the shivering cold were all a lie. Faded photo. A photo taken by a group of friends on a warm day. It must have been a long time ago since the photo was taken, since the image seems to be fading away. Okay, so maybe that's Joey, Chain/Annie, Lucy, and I don't know you. Is that Merlot or whatever it was? Alright. Unlocked when the project ends and all characters' golden token of friendship is obtained, except Azar. Yeah, screw that guy. Alright, so she's having like dreams. Conserve electricity. Good morning, are you ready? Let's leave now. Wait a minute. Leon notified the investigation team of your presence. Try talking to any investigators you want to recruit. Everyone's fired up with the news of finding a time shade. Okay. Lucy, are you really sure? About what? Despite what I said yesterday, there's no need to hurry. It's best to be thoroughly prepared. On that note, how about practicing on the training ground? Notice we have different options. No thanks. I see. You can train at the Ark at any time, so pay a visit if you need to. Okay. Let's hurry up and collect the time shades to activate the clock tower. Alright, you're very determined. Let's head to the Twisted Lands when you're ready. Cool beans. Alright, let's talk to everybody. I'm just going to start in the top. Traitor bird. Do you seek the almighty Phoenix? No. We hate you, Phoenix. Lucy, the mission given to the investigation team is very important. The area below the Ark is very dangerous. So as training instructor, I'll teach you some simple skills you can pick up pretty quickly. Obtain a parry skill book, 8 credits. These are my meta currency. Yes. Parrying in action is reflecting enemy attacks. If successful, you will not only defend against your enemy attack, but also render them vulnerable. Parrying is very advantageous during combat when done properly. Obtained parry. Sissel says, I find the Phoenix cute. Yeah, for a murderer. I could have beaten the game if it wasn't for him. Yep, Justin. When are we heading down? I have to kill those wretches quickly. Kill who? Who do you think? Those Pharaohs guys from the Order. I don't care if we activate the clock tower or not. Slaying those damn Pharaohs are my only goal. What happened to you? Why should I tell you? You think we're friends? Forget it. Let's go already. Hey! I heard you're heading down to the Twisted Land. Can I join? It'll be an exciting journey with my fiery chainsaw on board. Hello there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Who are you? I'm Laren. I work here at the research lab. I don't visit the Twisted Lands very often, but I'm aiding the investigation team with their research on the Ark. I don't consider myself qualified yet, but I'm working as the head of the research lab. Well, it's more because there's a severe lack of competition rather than my own skill. The residents of the Ark are largely composed of investigators and civilians. Unlike the investigators who can gather fame by their accomplishments in the Twisted Land, the work of the researchers often goes underappreciated. Perhaps it's due to the misconception the investigation team always struggles with lack of, but there's a need to... Okay, girl, slow down. I didn't hit fast forward. You tried to curriculum, I get it. Research is something. Still, if there's anyone, I think it's supposed to be her, like, ranting and raving. We'll have to watch that in post so we can slow it down. Lucy, you're the girl of prophecy. You'd probably work with the investigators. However, if you have any interest in science or research, pay me a visit. I welcome all aspiring researchers with open arms. Sure. My apologies. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. I tend to ramble a lot. Anyways, the research lab offers many features that may aid your adventures, so please stop by. Alright, this is our meta progression. At least the amount that I know about. It's not my fault I find the murderer cute. Sentinel, please do not become pen pals with death row inmates. It's not going to turn out well, man. Sparrow 4, so, yo, I'm so happy when this game gets more playtime. It's so good. Yeah, I've been really impressed. I played like 5-ish hours before I decided I was going to stream it. So I've seen just a little bit, and yeah, it's just really good. It's just really good. Okay, and don't let me forget, I want to be on expert mode. I don't want to be playing on normal. That was a mistake. So we're going to bump it up to expert when we launch here. Okay, so to that end, I'm going to upgrade the necklace. The necklace can bring somebody that dies back to life. Yep. All right, and this is different than what I had the first time. So these seem to be randomized. So do these, because I don't remember seeing Harden. Harden, Millipede, Harden! I'm very tempted just for that meme to take that. All right, what do we have? I have 19 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20. Okay, I can't get everything. Attack power plus 20. The 6th skill in hand will cost 0. If played, discard all skills in hand. Received healing plus 15. Maximum health plus 15. Debuff success. At the start of the first or second turn, create a random skill of a different investigator in hand. The skill gains once and its cost is reduced by 2. Sure. Healing power plus 15. Gain 4% attack power per buff. Sure. Actually, we should probably look at skills first. I should do these if we were going to have to not. Lucy Draw. Last resort. Draw skills equal to the amount of allies with healing gauge remaining. Bind. Cannot be exchanged. So if everybody had healing gauge, I could draw 4 skills. Yes. If cast on self, heal 10%. 2 of max health. Innate swiftness, healing gauge protected. Sure. Trick show. Select one party member's skill from the deck. Add 2 copies to your hand. Cannot do rare skills. Sure. Acceleration circle. Discard after 7 turns. When the skill is in hand, all skills below this skill gain swiftness. Whenever a skill below is cast, reduce discard duration by 1. Draw 1 skill when the skill is discarded. That is incredibly powerful. No, we get this in the pool. We don't necessarily get these things. Recast all skills played from hand this turn. Yeah, just give me that. All right, 2 points left. It's just this no matter what, so let's just take it. We'll read it when we get it in an actual run. We can finally click the time shades. Let's go, Lucy. Are you the girl of prophecy? Wow, you look exactly like the stone carving. Stone carving? You'll find it near the town entrance. If you're curious, go see for yourself. This isn't working. I need some inspiration. I heard there are many strange-looking monsters across the Twisted Lands. If you could see some monsters for myself, maybe I'll find the inspiration I'm lacking. Hey, didn't you say you lost your memories? That's right. I don't remember anything except the clock tower. From a psychological standpoint, regarding memory loss, you're too calm and collected. Memory loss often comes with fear and confusion. So you're the girl of prophecy from the Twisted Lands? I guess so. We can finally start looking for the time shades. Did you know finding a time shade is no small feat? A long time ago, the creators of the Ark left us a message. Collect the time shades and activate the clock tower. Those words are our only hope in the dark world. However, we never managed to find a single time shade since the creation of the Ark. Where the time shades are, what they look like, whether it's a physical thing, nobody even knows. 11.1% of reviews for this game have over 100 hours. Wow. That's like RimWorld levels. Since it says, don't worry, Babel death row inmates do not interest me. Getting caught is such a turnoff. That's why everyone is happy about the girl prophecy coming to town. Hello, I don't believe we've met before. Hi. Oh, here we go, Momori. Didn't we talk about her? Hey, you! What's that necklace you got? It's so pretty. Can I take a look? Sure. Wow, it's an antique charm to it. It looks expensive. This is Minori's now. What are you doing? That's mine. No, it's not. You gave it to me with your own hands, right? It's mine now. Give it back. Do you want it back? Then pay up, brat. Nothing in the world's free. Ah. He's a capital B. I need it. I'm the girl of prophecy. You're the girl of something from the rumors? So what? I need money. Money? This is all I have. 50 gold? That's not even gonna buy a potion. You're poor, huh? Is this not enough? If you stare at me with those eyes, I guess I have no choice. I don't need your dirty things anyways. Here, take the necklace. I'm gonna remember that. Babel will remember that. Okay. You can buy gifts from this. We don't have any points to spend. Well, maybe we should talk to it in case it unlocks something. It's a vending machine. Purchase a gift. No. There's things for sale. I have no points. Suspicious. The girl prophecy? I don't believe nonsense like that. I'll be keeping an eye on you. It's the tablet of prophecy which has been handed down through the Ark. When the girl who shines the light leads the way, fragments of time will be revealed. A phrase of prophecy inscribed into a mysterious mural. I think it's Liern who makes super fun combo. You can create an infinite. Later bosses anti-infinite mechanics. Interesting. I love games that have enough mechanics that you can actually allow players to break the game and then rein them back in and break it again. Like, I love stuff like that. All right, we're playing on normal here. I don't want hope. Hope allows you basically to, like, kind of new game plus. So we're going to do normal, and I'm going to remember this time to go to expert. Yeah. Expert, gain extra credits when a boss is defeated. Extra boss patterns are added. Cursed monsters will appear. Maximum accuracy is limited to 98%. Lucy's necklace cannot be recharged. Added hidden adjustments, harder to clear the game. Okay, we actually unlocked a bunch more characters. The first time I played, I didn't unlock anybody. Because of the Perry book, I'm actually going to run Ironheart. He's in for sure. Ironheart's the leader of a private mercenary unit that lends manpower in exchange for gold. They are not on anyone's side, but are currently hired by the investigation team to find and rebuild the Time Shade. Ironheart can protect allies and serve as a durable shield for the party. Ironheart can also utilize ally healing abilities to deal heavy damage to enemies. And his passive is, all allies gain barrier equal to 66% of excess healing. You're in. Then, I don't know. We could go Pressel. Pressel has healing and some very strong attacks. We could go Sharon. Sharon has some ally healing. It's not a ton. Have I tried Notia? No, I don't know that. The hardest difficulties has cheese punishment, and I'm happy about it. Cool. Okay, so we bought the Perry book. We need to do 10 parries to unlock Lian. So that's why I'm using him. Do we go healer or do we chance it and take an attacker? We've used you and you. Trisha. Trisha is a capable assassin who infiltrated the Pharos Order and retrieved classified information. She's quick and versatile attacker with higher chances to critical hit. When Trisha plays 5 skills from hand, the next skill played costs 0. Stacks carry over between battles. I'm kind of tempted to go here, but she kind of likes doing party damage, which would make me want Hein to go with her. Maybe we just take Pressel. Pressel gives us damage and healing, and a little bit of deck manipulation. Charon is pronounced Care-on. Like Karen with a K. Oh no, she's a Karen? Oh goodness. Yeah, let's bring Pressel. A knight in shining armor and his pilot priestess, I guess? Prophecy. At the start of each turn during the draw phase, replace one draw with the below effect. View 2 random skills, draw 1. At 3, view 3. At 4, view 4. And we'll just not have a damage dealer, and we'll just count on picking one up. We want to make sure we take a little bit of damage on her. Alright, Ironheart, you're in. Pressel, you're in. Alright, and we are at almost 3 hours already. I'm going to take a fiver, and I'm going to refresh my coffee so I don't lose my voice here, and then we will start in. We're probably not going to finish the next run, but we'll go for a while longer. So I'm going to throw you guys on an AFK screen. I'm going to take a fiver. I'm going to tell YouTube that it can run an ad. So if you'd like to pop up and take a stretch of your own, now's a great time for that. So let's do timer, and I'm going to tell them to run an ad, and I will be right back. Oh, my bad. Thank you, Golden. All I said was I'm fixing the sound, and here we go. Okay, oh, and we gave him his parry attacks. We need to do 10 successful parries to unlock the character. So we're gonna parry. He's attacking in 1. Parry, 22 damage. Countdown 3, ignore taunt. While the skill is under countdown, if the selected target attacks a party member, redirect the attack to yourself and cast this skill immediately. The redirected attack deals 35% less damage and cannot reduce healing gauge. Upon a successful parry, gain 1 additional mana next turn. Get out of here, nerd. I would love to make a second parry here if I can, but I can't afford it anyways, so bonk. And that's all I can do. Ow! Jerk. I probably will not be able to get to 4 turns here. Kill yourself. 3 turns. Basic heal yourself again. 2 turns. Wait a turn. Gotcha. Important to learn turn manipulation, I think, is the reason they did this. What's a stream without a fumble or yep. I haven't had to say it too much lately, but my goal is always 1% better. 1%. So just improve one thing every single time and it'll get way better. Watch out for that Walla Wog. A new deck builder seems pretty good. It's actually about a year old, so it's not a super new game, but I've really been enjoying it. It's got that addictive quality. I like games that have like a lot of characters that you can mix and match, and this scratches that itch. All always take a small amount of damage. We could gain a key or a skill book. Yes. Skill book. I think we're gonna go for the skill book. Loot all. Okay, and we use it. Kill it all. I don't like that this actually taunts. This would taunt onto Pressel, and I don't want Pressel really taking lots of hits. So frontline cover. Okay, we used this on Joey last time. Yeah. Okay, now we have a barrier. Pressel's still grossly needing. In fact, let's level her first. Grossly needing a skill. Okay, blink healing is amazing. Heals for 15, and then you choose one. Increase the target's chance to be attacked, or decrease the target's chance to be attacked. So super nice. Holy Light. It's a swift heal that when we draw something with prophecy will cost less. Healing Coil, when used on a target other than the user, heal the user for 50%. Alright, we're gonna do blink heal. Okay, healing Coil again, Holy Light again, and double heal. The next prophecy will have one more option. Remove 1 stack when you make a prophecy. Chain heal the selected target by 13 after 1 cooldown. I'm gonna take the cheaper one for now. Blink heal is value single target heal. You know, gotcha. Yeah, that's true. We really do need to get in the habit of looking at scaling. Obtain 1 skill book. Also use 1 key to gain an infinite skill book. I mean, you had me at infinite. Take the book. Use a key. View 5 random class skills per ally and learn 1. 3 allies is 15 skills. 4 allies is 20. I'm going to try to hold out until we get our 3rd character before I use that. I'm willing to use this one now. Duel. Swiftness tracking ignores taunt cannot be fixed. Refund mana cost if target action count is 1 or 9+. Cannot reduce healing age. Can only target Lionheart. Removed when the character attacks Lionheart. Okay, so like a super taunt. We'll do this one. What's the infinite do? I can look at class skills and then we get to pick one. Like a whole bunch of skills. But I want to get my third character so we can view more skills when we pop it. All right, we don't have a key. Pick a fight. Pressel is making a prophecy. I could pick up parry attack or accelerate. I'll take parry attack. Okay. Again, we want to try to turn manipulate so I can get parries off. This is going to be a difficult one. Okay, let's heal herself. I'm trying to waste time here, essentially. If I blink heal, I can't do it, so we'll have to wait. And then we're going to parry you. Flunky attack. Get parried, nerd. Okay, that's 3 parries, I believe. And then we're out of actions. She sweeps dust. Shake dust. This skill remains in the deck after battle ends. Cast this skill to remove it. It cannot be used the same battle where it is received. Okay, just flooding my deck with garbage. Okay, we have a parry. I don't think we can actually get the parry off, though, this time. Yeah, 4 turns. Even if I wait 3 turns. Oh, wait, maybe we can. Basic heal you. No, I cannot. Because it costs 2. Actually, no, it's countdown 3, not countdown 1. Never mind, I've been making this hard on myself. Okay, I think that's 4 of them. I want to just make sure we unlock that next character while we're on the run. A wooden box with gold in it. Dead end, apparently. Okay, I need to remember I also can teleport. Is that literally it? I feel like this was a tiny area. All right, well, boss fight. Do we get Cerebus or somebody different? We got the same guy, okay. I'll take the parry, please. He's gonna attacking in 1. Parry him! Parry him, Ironheart! Dodge and parry, get wrecked. We'll protect her. And I guess let's just get the dust out of our deck. In turn. Duel or basic heal? We'll take duel. Okay, he's attacking in 1. Let's get another parry. Get out of here. We'll spin that. And let's overheal too. Okay. Yeah, this guy is so much easier than almost any other boss. We'll take the extra heal. Duel. Got like violin going crazy there. Alright, we'll shake the dust off. We'll let the attack come in. And then we'll blink heal. And we're going to increase his aggro. And he actually can basic attack. Yeah. Terrible draw. I guess we'll take accelerate. Basic attack. And we got him. Easy boss. Unlocks a new boss. I don't remember what his name is, but like headless dude. Try to hit space outside of battle. Hit space. Oh, the jump? Yes. We already were jumping earlier. Oh, and if you pick up Nodia One Day Babble, wait with looking stuff up. Gotcha, Synthel. Yeah, that was beautiful. Especially because I was fishing for parries. Got another book. Turquoise Hand. Received healing, maximum help. Yeah, that's going to go on our Tinky Boy. Let's just do that. There you go. Give me the friendship item. Science fiction. He might like science fiction. I don't know. Let's wait for the third character before we pop the books. No donations. Russell, quit attacking the enemy and heal me better. You're funny. Yeah, never tell your MMO healer that. You'll never get healed again. I like it. It's like, you're a healer, please heal me. She's like, lol, I play Final Fantasy 14. I don't do heals, I attack. Okay, let's do our recruit. All right, I want an attacker. Hein would be excellent on this team. We have barriers to protect his health. Karen here would also be really good. A mysterious girl who goes by Karen. There seems to be another side to her, despite her first impression. Karen is a dark priest who borrows the power of evil to claim the souls of her enemies. She specializes in pain debuffs and has decent healing abilities, which makes her an excellent in long battles. I'll let you guys decide. Karen or Hein? Karen has some healing. Hein would be really good here because we have both healing and shields to protect him. This is why I'm a necromancer and not a healer. Retroactive healing is far better. Give me the stabs. I assume that's a Hein vote. And I vote for Karen. 2 votes for stabbing. Give you guys like 10 more seconds. Now's your chance to forever hold your peace. All right, we're going with the Hein love. We have nothing to blacksmith. We do have tokens of friendship. Whiskey? You seem like a whiskey type of dude. Karen, because I haven't seen it. We'll use her on another run, for sure. My main focus for this run is to get 10 parries. That's the goal of this run. Oh, a gift? Thank you. Does this qualify as bonus compensation? In any case, I'll put to use. That does not sound like it was a favorite. Is this another anime card battler? I think it's the anime card battler. Ironheart, what is it? I think you're usually a really good person, but can you speak a little more gently when you fight? You're making some of us uncomfortable by pointing and shouting whenever we're in a fight. Hey, who do you think's in the front line of this team? Front line? The one who stands at the very front. It's you, Ironheart. This is so MMO tank. Then what do you think will happen if I fall? The people behind you will be in danger. Indeed, that's the reason why I shout. There's no room for kindness on the battlefield. Even shouting is far from enough. That's what war is. Still, it's not good to create resentment between allies. Allies? I'm honored you think that way, but I'm not allies with any of you. What do you mean? I'm here for the loot and to get DKP. Don't you know I'm a mercenary? Mercenary? I'm not a member of the investigation team, but a man hired by money. Money is what drives us, and in return, we deliver clear results. This is our responsibility as professionals. But what does that have to do with speaking aggressively? Mercenaries do not stay closer to their employers than necessary, because mutual feelings will only get in the way. What if I pay you? What if I pay you? Does that mean you'll be friends with us? I will if it comes to that. Do you have any money? I don't feel too bitter about it. I'm simply working as much as I'm paid. My mission is to protect you. I will risk my life for the cause. You keep talking about money. So Ironheart, you're not trying to find the time shades to save the world, but for money? It's the wish of everyone on the Ark to activate the clock tower and turn back time. But this is a different matter entirely. The reason why I'm here is because I'm being paid. I'm also just doing the work that's been given to me. I still don't get it. You're still young. It might be difficult to understand. Just think of it as an adult thing for now. Okay. Campfire. I don't want to do any of that. Man, imagine I accidentally burned the book. Holy moly. And we only have one item, so we can't blacksmith. Let's get out of there. Being a tank is not a job. It's a way of life. I did some tanking in my time. In WoW and in Final Fantasy 14. Okay, let's pop our skill books. Let's do the rare skill first. Give me something good. Absolute defense, once swift. When attacked, reduce incoming damage to 1 and remove a stack. That's 4 stacks, so you could eat 4 attacks. Celestial Wings. Critical hit plus 25%, evade plus 5. Make a prophecy whenever you draw after exchanging a skill. That is really nice. Bloodied Revenge. Swiftest tracking ignores taunt. Current bonus 0. Convert damage received by party members into bonus damage for this skill. Cannot exceed 50. Ooh. I think I'm going to go for the better card draw, though. That's just so powerful. We can always get more damage. All right, second book. Learn a skill. Kill it plus. First class to heaven. This is her big damage skill. 25 damage, good accuracy, critical, ignores taunt. If this skill defeats an enemy, overheal all allies for 1. Prophecy, deal 16 more damage. That's pretty good. Identify weakness. Armor minus 38, minus 15. Okay, that's not terrible. Tear it up's not terrible. None of those are terrible. I think we're going to give her some damage, though. Okay, I'm pretty set on her. Now we're just looking for... In fact, we're actually really good on her. 2 more basics. She's got some stuff to do. He is actually full up. He can get rid of a basic protect and a basic attack, but he's okay. So Hein really is the one that needs stuff. So let's increase mana. Let's level Hein. Gets his madness passive. All right, Tear Up. This skill always lands against targets with weakening debuffs. I don't have any yet. Whenever played from hand, receives... okay, that's kind of a spammy attack. And Mutilate. We hit the target with the lowest health. Let's try Endless Rage. I've never actually used it. All enemies, I definitely want that. Gives us an AoE spell. All right, he still has 4 basics, so he's got a ways to go. How are we doing? All right. I played Medic in Team Fortress 2. I sure do like a good heavy. Was the main healer, but nothing better than a tank who knew their job. I never liked healers. It's from past trauma. When I was a kid, I had the crappiest dial-up internet. And whenever I played a healer, I would like disconnect and people would die. I used to play... My first like real MMO game was a Korean game called Dark Ages. Not of Camelot. Yeah, and in that game, if you were in a party, you didn't instantly die if you died. You were like dying, so you could save people. But I was always traumatized by it. I didn't like to let people down. So I stopped playing healers for like a decade. I needed time to heal my heart. Oh man, DKP, not a word I expected to hear today. I was in a... We were the best raid guild on our server. We were on a roleplay server. On Alliance side, in vanilla, WoW. We were by far the top guild on the server. People absolutely hated us because we raided. That's it. Like, we didn't even allow our members to post on the forums, so there could be no drama. But people were mad because we were playing the game wrong, because we were on a role-playing server and we wanted to raid. Yeah, welcome to the early 2000s. Blink heal or healing coil. We'll take blink. Okay, 2 taunters and a sketchy maid. We have a parry. We have blink healing. Why did we get this? I don't remember what we got that's doing that, but that's really good for what we're at. Let's do that. That's really good. Extra damage, some dot, less crits, extra. Yeah, beautiful. Let's get the parry up on her. Let's turn on our Celestial Wings buff. Deal max damage. Right, we can do it multiple times. Let's just, hang on, let's just let the attack get off. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Yeah, I see. Let's not go to town on that too crazy. We have a basic heal. Do that. Yeah, I thought so. And we're out, so go. You can't do that. Stop having fun the way I don't like. Yep. Yep. And like I said, We didn't even allow people to post on the forums in the guild. Like, it was a kick-out offense. And we were basically the only Alliance raid for a while. There was like a second-tier group that kind of formed. So people were pretty good about the rules. And so there was no drama that we ever started, but people just harassed the crap out of us. Okay, basic attack or accelerate. Let's grab an accelerate. All right, let's basic him, and then our passive goes off. And then we slash assault you. And let's blink heal you and increase your aggro. And I guess we just attack? Yeah, okay. Didn't even need to heal. Potion, select a skill in hand and create 2 copies. Yoink. Oh no! Selling us weak wishes again. We'll take our key. You know you're doing something right if people hate you for it. Obtain one random potion, use a key to get another and a relic. Yes. Loot and basement. Loot. What do we get? Veil of the Old Hero. Activated when 4th investigator is recruited or already recruited. View all class skills of all party members and select 2 to learn. All allies' fixed abilities gain 18% more damage and healing. Whenever an ally's CC debuff is removed, restore a mana or draw a skill. I think I'd rather have that. Those are not, I'm not super excited about those. All right. Next. Let's grab duel. Okay, multiple turns till the attack. We picked up Stormblade. Could be useful. Let's do a basic protect. Get a shield up. I guess let's duel that. Not a great draw here, if I'm being honest. Let's accelerate wings and just get the buff up. All right. Bad turn. Bad turn. Take the basic. Dark heal. Okay. 7 additional damage if targets is below half health. Rooting magic gives countdown and bind. Okay, I can't hit the person who I could proc his passive with. Countdown 3 once, ignore taunt. Yeah, we'll try to kill that. I guess we basic attack and then we endless rage. That takes him below half, and then we can use dark heal. So dark heal is like you damage them, and if you proc it, then you get the extra healing here. And we can just sit on that. We have endless rage. Let's wait one, see how this goes. Nice. Yeah, this only does... Well, we can't defeat her, though. Right? Oops, no. Endless rage. Oh, I can't afford it. Just for safety's sake. First class to heaven. There it is. I would love to get a parry off. Can I do it? Yes, I can. Again, I'm really trying to get that character unlocked. I think that's 5 parries or maybe 6. We need 10. You redraw if you kill with it, but you can use it for heal regardless. Yes, you can, yeah. Okay. Further the way we're going. Upgrade an ally skill or downgrade. I don't think we have anything to downgrade. We could purchase a key. You know what? Let's key it up. Purchase, loot, purchase, loot. Thank you, Mr. Scarecrow. Appreciated. All right, we'll probably spend some keys here. A bag of gold coins was dropped. They missed a period there. That annoys me if you can't tell. Okay, apply a random positive to an enchantment. Or a random enchantment to a piece of equipment. Let's grab that. We can't use it yet. Let's actually go get that piece of equipment before we do the hard fight here. What do you got? Lucky Amulet. Debuff success 25. Healing power maximum health. I guess we're taking the healing gloves. I'm not excited about that at all. Alright, we have 7 points. Let's get some level. Over barrier. All allies gain barrier equal to 66% of excess healing. Very nice. Charge of Faith. Reduce skill cost by the amount of healing skills in hand. When cast, a random healing skill gains swiftness and he can taunt. Reduce cost by 1 if you haven't cast a skill this turn. When cast, all allies receive 20% more healing. Weapon Breaker. This is innate. I'm going to pick his innate skill. If you have barrier remaining, apply additional weapon debuff. And charge again. Shield Bash. Deal additional damage based on ally barriers. Consume barriers. Shockwave. All enemies. We'll do Shockwave. Alright, I want to change your fixed ability. Weapon Breaker. Innate Ignore Taunt. If you have barrier remaining, apply additional weapon debuff. So now we have a debuff for Hein. And let's forget that basic. Trim our deck here. We have 5 points left. Let's get some card draw. Draw a skill. Draw 1 additional skill for 2 turns for 3 cards total. Hasty Counter or Bag. We'll do continuous draw. 3 points left. Let's get some more card draw. Heal Up. Draw 2 skills from deck, prioritizing healing, reduce cost. We could do Warm Up. Draw 2 skills from deck, prioritize healing skills. Yeah. I already can kind of do that with Prophecy. Discard bottom skill. We'll do Warm Up. Do your stretches, guys. Alright. What do you know? Alright, in expert mode, you can get these cursed enemies that are way stronger than normal. 60% extra health, extra defense. Take the parry. And good thing we did, because we need to parry immediately. Beautiful. Okay, give me continuous draw. Nice. Everybody's going to attack me. Bullies. Let's just take the hits so we can heal. Alright, basic heal. I'm actually going to do the damage. Not great. Endless Rage or Healing Quill. We'll take Endless Rage. That is Swift. We'll get rid of you. Cannot be disabled. Armor plus 50%. The hedgehog on top takes the next hit, absorbing damage. Alright, so I want to hit you with something dumb. Like that. Get out of here. Rage Slash. Countdown once. Endless Rage. Yeah, let's just finish him with that. We're going to heal all this up, assuming that we manage to live. I don't have enough for First Class to Heaven this turn. Let's just get the buff up. And then... oh, we can't get rid of the dust. Actually, if we do a warm-up, we have enough for first class to heaven. There we go. Easy peasy. Unknown scroll, gold. Take it. Okay, that went pretty well. We still have 2 keys. I am going to grab another one. If nothing else, we can combine the 2. Ooh, shield breaker. Armor penetration plus 20%. Deal 33% increased damage to taunting enemies. An item with unknown power must be... Okay, so not identified. And we have an identification scroll. Perfect. All right. Armor penetration 20%. Deal 30% to taunted enemies. Okay, so that kind of wants to be on Ironheart. Let's go ahead and do that. Taunted. I guess anybody could do that as long as they're taunted. Maybe not. Maybe let's give that to Fine for the extra armor pin. Yeah, and we'll go check those. Can I do a map from here? No, I can't. All right. Let's go do that before we do the boss. All right, that seems all right. Attack power +1. Okay, that's better. And we'll do this guy. Shiny. Healing power +1, critical +3. I mean, that's not great for him. I'm almost gonna certain get rid of that. Maybe can we re-roll that? What do we get? Healing power +2. All right, fine game. I see what you're doing. Not impressed with that one. Horny bat strikes again. Yeah. It's not a baseball bat. It's a holy staff, I'll have you know. Golem. Intruder detected. Protecting sequence activated. Take the blink heal. Okay, so he does stuff if we don't use certain skills. Discard after 1 turn when cast, create a skill and reduce its cost. Discard after 1 turn, unexchangeable. Golem casts Earth Shatter if the skill is in hand. So I gotta get rid of these 2. That's fine. Alright, I can't set up first class with Celestial Wing. I'm gonna run out of points. Okay, I guess... Yeah. Let's do this first. Warning, do not touch my module. We can get a weapon breaker. We get some extra healing. Let's grab the healing. All right, and then we will blink heal, I guess him, and we will increase his aggro. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We got rid of everything we need to get rid of in turn. Healing gauge protection, create a barrier, or accelerate. Let's take accelerate because I need to play certain cards he's forcing me to do, so. And it's, apparently one of them is going to be accelerate. Okay, let's zoom. Shield bash, healing coil. Let's do healing coil. Let's accelerate that. All right, let's get the Celestial Wings up. Let's healing coil him. And I guess ourselves. Yeah, we could do shockwave. We have a little bit of barrier from overhealing. 17 damage. I don't want to be dealing damage to myself right now. Yeah, let's just do that. It does use up her barrier. Earthquake. Ow. Okay. Boy, we are not making a big dent here. Okay, give me the party cover. Okay, we really lucked out there. Or did we? Yeah, we can do that. We do you first. Frontline cover. Harry's not going to do much here. And then we'll heal her so she doesn't die. And that's literally all my points. So we'll get the parry attack. Select a skill to create. Shield of Retribution. While the skill is under cooldown, whenever a healing skill is played, cast a shield of retribution at a random enemy. Blood Redux. Attack power and received healing increases based on max health lost. That would be pretty good right now. Heal all characters except for yourself. Let's do that. Yikes. I'll take the parry. Okay. What do you have? Discard after one turn. When cast, create another. Okay, let's drop Endless Rage. We need to use that. Merciless Explosion. Yeah, we'll take that. We need to use Holy Light. Nice. Shield of Retribution. Oh, I should have done Shield of Retribution first. Alright, do it now. Alright, basic heal. And then let's do another heal so she throws. Alright. That was okay. I feel like we have the tools we need here. All enemies? Sure. Alright, get rid of the dust. Do the explosion. Yeah, unfortunately we can't afford this one. At least this isn't going to do the explosion thing. Next turn. Ouch. I think taunting enemies means the enemy has a taunt. Ah, you could be right, yeah. Sure, we'll take duel. What a terrible hand. Alright, give me a warm-up. We'll take adjust aim. Alright, I need to use duel. Adjust aim allows me to draw a card. We'll draw first class from heaven. Big whammy, big whammy. That's why I like Pretzel. Unlock a new party member. Acquired loot. Skill book. Atomic reactor. Every 2 turns, apply enhanced module to a random skill. Okay. Could be worse. Alright, let's just... we're done here. We have a store. I have enough money. Let's pop in the store before we leave. Want the key. Right. She does seem a lot better than Mr. Potions. I think Mr. Potions really wants to be on a damage over time team. And that comp just wasn't the best for him. I do like his debuffs though. Heh, I was right. I knew it. Alright, 1,500 out of 5,000. And before I forget, let's put our relic in there. 2 relics. Your mediocre shield cannot stop my blade of hatred. Would you like to test that out? Boys, please. We're just having a campfire. Fishing pole. You seem like you have old man energy. Ironheart, you probably like fishing. Okay, no new person, so let's use our book. I don't like taunting on her. I think we'll take Assault Slash. Okay, we can upgrade a skill. Cost reduced by 1 if an ally is at a death store. We'll do a draw 1. And we'll put that on... Well, this is really expensive. I should put it on something cheap. Put it on an Assault Slash. Blacksmith. Okay, I don't want these dumb gloves, but I also don't really have anything to combine them with. Yeah. Nope. Token of Friendship. Fishing rod. You got old man energy. You definitely like fishing, right? Oh, a gift. Thank you. Does this qualify? Nope. They're definitely more enthusiastic when you pick the right things. Don't need to heal. I think we're done. May the Lord be our guide our way. All right. As long as he makes me draw first class to heaven. Bloody Park. All right, come here, clown boys. Must withstand a certain amount of attacks. We're probably not going to be able to do that. We'll grab the souvenir shop, but I don't have the money. We'll have to come back. Could get a piece of equipment. We do have a store. Okay, hard battle. Let's take the easy battle. We'll take the damage. All enemies. Shadow Raid. Increase this skill's critical chance to 100% if none of the user's skills are in hand, which it isn't. Sure. Beautiful. I need to hit you with just something. We'll use that. And then... I think we're just gonna do that. Oh, she makes me throw away a skill. Alright, get rid of that. Another ghosty. Give me the frontline cover. Alright, so you get discard after one turn when cast, create a skill, and reduce its cost by 1. Yes. Okay, give me my wings. And let's accelerate Blink Heal, and then Blink Heal, reduce aggro. Let's debuff him. Take extra damage at a dot. We have one. Attack me. Let's create Bloodstorm. Give me Intimidation. Okay, I can actually cast that. And we may as well spend the point. Alright, we'll drop Bloodstorm. Oh, ow, Weech. Give me the parry. Okay, first class to heaven, get out of here. Nobody likes you. And... I'm not gonna take extra damage for no reason. Does she just whisper Ligma or something? Line cover. Alright, they're all taunting me. You're all gonna attack soon. Sure. Ow. Yeah, blink heal yourself. Create a first class to heaven and lower your aggro. Give her me wings and let's actually get the shield up. We'll do that next turn. We're gonna get whomped on here. Oh baby. Give me an Endless Rage. Alright, Endless Rage him. You know. I think this is the absolute perfect fight for this. Oh, he dodged it. No. That was really good, actually. Oh, and of course they hit him. Oh, but the shield protects his healing. All right, bye-bye. Yoink. A pot that might contain something useful. Okay, we got a memory and a mana potion. Alright, what is over here? Smelt equipment and transform. Yes. Gloves. Get out of here. Maximum health, pain resist. Received healing, same garbage. We'll take maximum health. And both our tanky guy and Hein could use that. I think we'll give it to Hein. He does percentage things based on max health, so. Okay, and then I guess we're up to the curse fight. And of course you have the curse. Give me a Salt Slash. Okay. He is horrifying. Extra health, that's his main thing. Gains an action point and removes mana. Oh. Oh. We don't like that. Alright, let's Assault Slash. This will get rid of the Ghost Dodge. I think we just get our buff going. What a bad turn. Alright. Please don't kill me. Wow. Wow. Exclude a skill. We'll get rid of Shockwave. Oh, thank goodness. 5 damage when popped. The healing. Oh my goodness. And another cursed. Oh no. Oh goodness. We could taunt. Give me the taunt. Oh. I think this might be a run ender. Oh no. Alright, we can parry. Let's parry you. We got it. Okay. That was the whole goal of this run, was to unlock the character. Wow, what great timing. Because I think we are going to get absolutely wiped out here. Okay, double heal. Accelerate that in turn. What a horrific curse group. Losing that mana. We only got that many this time because of the parry. Alright, parry you. Oh, that's gonna be so bad. Put up the shield. Yep. It's just you, Hein. Do a warm-up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, notice the difference in difficulty when you're not playing on normal mode. Wow, I felt like that party was doing really well too. It's okay, it isn't over yet. At least you can try again, right? Freaking clocks, how do they work? We restart goal perfect. That's right. Perfect planning. With each step I make, the rustling in the dry grass echoes throughout the forest. Although the twisted land has changed its shape once again, I walk through the forest without hesitation. After all, the destination is always the same. Suddenly, I feel a burning gaze upon me, and an equally burning light from between the trees. What are you doing here, Phoenix? What? How did you know? Your body's on fire, you know, inside a dark forest. Impressive to think that you'd see through my camouflage. Anyways, why are you here? I'm just here to observe you. Observe me? Did I do something wrong? Look, the clock. Stop clowning around and leave me alone. Clowning around? Don't you know how important this is? The most important thing to me is living forever. It's unlikely, but if you start having any second thoughts, don't worry, I won't do anything like that. Well, I suppose so. You're not an idiot or anything. So, you gonna wake up Lucy? Can I go with you? Go with me? Think about it from the perspective of Lucy, who forgets everything. She's gonna wake up with a weird bird in front of her face. Weird bird? Did you just call me a weird bird? Whatever, go away now. The story of this world begins when the Ark investigator, Azar, wakes up the hero Lucy. Isn't that what we agreed on? Don't do anything pointless that could disturb the world. To be honest, I was a bit worried lately. I suppose everything's gonna be alright. What? It's nothing. I'll be returning to the Ark now. This time, tell Lucy that Phoenix is super OP so she'll recruit me. Sketchier and sketchier. What's that bird planning? Yes, everything in this world is predetermined. No, premeditated. That the same timeline repeats endlessly, and all but a few memories are wiped out. Because the people retain no memories, they repeat the same words and actions again and again. The only chaos in this world is the twisted land whose structure changes every time. Therefore, only when I come down to the twisted lands do I realize I'm truly alive. And now the same timeline is about to repeat again. As usual, a girl is lying down in the same place. When I wake up this girl, the new story begins. Now, it's time to wake up, Lucy. What journey will you show me this time? There we go. More curiouser and curiouser what is going on there. All right, I am going to call it there, though. Tomorrow will be House of Legend, and I think on Monday morning we will continue with some more Chrono Ark. So that is going to be the plan. Thank you, everyone, for hanging on out. Have a good day. Don't forget, it's Father's Day tomorrow. Make sure you give your dad a call and see how he's doing. And happy Father's Day to any fathers in chat. All right, take care, guys. That's going to be it for me today, and I will catch you later. Babble out.